less peaceful.
More shit.
Choose violence.
And that's gonna be
words.
Yep, that's it. Almost as good as Danny's last week. Which I'll let you find out when the episode comes out. Pfft, you'll watch it, you'll remember it. Anyway, hello, we're back. Welcome back, everyone, and us. And this is episode 11. Crazy. Feels like it's so much further than that, but hey, what do you know? If you are looking at the screen right now, you might notice that we have our brain back in the group. Our brain cell, our singular brain cell is returned. I'm sure there were no questions or anything he wanted to add to any conversations last time, but that's fine. He's back. You'll also notice that we are missing someone else who goes by the name of Melody, because life stuff happens, and she'll be back playing Tinny when the time is correct. But for now...
Plot twist, me and Melody are the same person.
That is...
Accurate.
That's what you're never in the same
actually
room.
absurd, and I'm very uncomfortable right now. So,
Well, good night, everybody.
yep, that's it. See ya. Campaign's over. Theron is God. Anyway, again, obligatory like, subscribe, follow, whatever, Twitch, YouTube, all the social medias, blah blah. Thank you. And that's enough of that shit. So, what happened last time?
What did it?
Well, after doing some puzzles, yeah, what didn't happen? That's a great question. You did some puzzles with A, you met Ivy, she snuck away in the night, then decided to go speak to the Crown, where Kayla's got some seemingly useful information, but at what cost? You may never know. He also got shut down pretty hard by Penny, because he ghosted her, and no one had any cool pets for White Claw, and she was a little sad about that. Meanwhile, Volkar accidentally told his life story to a young halfling boy in the form of a pigeon and then strangled him in public. You know, definitely the thing an honorable warrior should do.
Oh God, no! I didn't strangle him in public.
Yeah?
I didn't. It appeared like I strangled him in public.
Sure.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Good luck, man. Strangle a 13-year-old halfling boy when you're like a
That's right.
9'9" fucking monster.
Is that what this is about, you son of a bitch?
I mean, I'm just saying Volkar's made some decisions recently.
Questionable.
Anyway, we'll get to that. From the information from the Crown, you learn that there is a supposed connection between Zilphine and the Cobalt Soul. So you went to go speak to Lulu once more. And she added even more stuff to her massive list of things to research for you guys. And you learned some stuff about Zilphine and started maybe becoming conspiracy theorists a little bit. Then you went to go meet her, and that went really well. Quilly and Derek had to give their blood. And she told you that you are going to Scarleton to disrupt a museum called the Exhibition of Time, and that because you're too weak and poor to have travel methods beyond your feet, that you're gonna go get on this airship tomorrow morning, and you're gonna do whatever the fuck she says, and she's gonna take you to Scarleton, and you need to be back in 30 days. Or else, shake vial of blood in your face. And then Quilly was like, oh, by the way, I'm going to drop this name that's probably a really big deal and piss you off. And she was like, cool, I'm pissed off now, leave. Next morning, you arrive to the airship. Dear Sentinel, you know, the thing that you've all been freaking out about since episode 1. And you were met with a pleasant surprise, which is that Zentha, the fancy and strange elven woman who owns the ship, is kind of awesome. Kind of nerdy and cool, and her assistant, Tinny, the oddly charming and delightful tiefling, is great. You then also find out that the job that you're going to have to do for her in exchange for free passage on an airship to Scarleton is going to this thing called the Arms of Elysium. Blair, this is new for you, so pay attention. The Arms of Elysium, which during the early stages of the war was a group of what seems to be Asimar who were blessed by the goddess Ray, the Everlight, and they did a bunch of healing and a bunch of cool stuff, and the Betrayer gods were like, can't have that shit, and blew it up. And essentially the job is going to be this. You're going to land in this little desert town, small city called Sandthrone. Zentha will teleport all of you to the back entrance of these ruins, And then she's going to teleport herself to the front entrance where she has a, quote, couple days of bureaucracy because it's essentially like a newly discovered thing that all of the, help me, I've forgotten the word. People who dig for old shit in the sand. Archaeologists, yes. All the archaeologists are trying to decide the legality and blah, blah, blah of all of it. So she's going to go pretend to do that, send you all in with Tinny to try and find this artifact that is supposedly an actual tier of Rey herself, and whatever other cool shit you might find in there, and bring it back because Zentha wants to use it to help a bunch of sick, dying people in her home city, and she also told everyone how horrible Zyphus is.
What's the town called? Sand what?
Sandthrone.
Sandthrone?
Yes. And, yeah, then the next day, Zentha was like, hey, Quilly, you're really bad at flying and stuff. Why is that? And Quilly was like, oh, I don't know, because my airship crashed and I lived in the jungle for a while. And Zentha was like, that sucks. Damn. Wanted small talk. It's cool. And then nighttime, Storm comes in. Volkar is like, uh-oh, I'm gonna go. And then he gets thrown off the ship. And then he gets Kamehameha'd by lightning back onto the ship and through the ship into Tinny's workshop, where he is currently laying in pain among a bunch of smashed glass and work tables and tinker things. And that's where we begin. So, two things are gonna happen. One, I'm gonna hope this lets me put on my battle music. And two, you're all gonna roll initiative.
Hey.
Damn, it's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah.
It has, and I'm gonna be so annoyed if my battle music isn't here, and I might need to take a moment to fix that.
My high initiative streak keeps going.
Alrighty, well, we all know Kalis isn't the greatest initiativer, so that is what it is.
That is true.
Natural 20.
Every time.
What the fuck? He's making up for the first 5 games of all one.
Right,
I've rolled one nat 20
it is
the
a 19,
entire
though.
time we've been playing. I've rolled one.
Yeah.
Gotten, like, at least almost 10.
Right.
Yeah, but he's also been embarrassed almost every episode by something. So.
I'm at 7, so.
Okay, let me, anyone 20 or above?
Nope.
Cool. Is anyone else tied with Kalis at 19? Beautiful. 15 to 19?
17.
I have a 15.
Okay.
Using my Yasha dice tonight because that fits the vibes.
That's fair. I don't have any, but I will use my super heavy metal dice that hopefully pick up on my microphone all the time. 10 to 14.
12.
Jesus, I can't write. Theron, and then Derek. And, Volkar, what'd you get?
7.
Hell yeah. Kind of makes sense,
cleric.
to be honest, given the situation.
I just fell through. I just fell through a deck. I'm
Yeah.
got half my life points. I'm getting properly punished right now.
Yep. So, Volkar, you experience a very wild 15 seconds of your life, and as you smash through the deck, you take a second, kind of eyes just kind of going all crazy and fucking, that hurt. That was bad. You look up, you see Tinny, you see a bunch of shit just falling off of shelves. The whole ship is just rocking back and forth violently. And Tinny steps over and leans down to start trying to help you, and the ship just rocks a second time, throwing her back.
Tinny, how you doing?
And as you say this, she puts her hands on the kind of half-splintered workbench in front of her and kind of leans over, almost doubled over, and you notice that she is beginning to cough pretty violently, kind of stumbling. And as she looks back, you can tell she's trying to answer you. You see there's this kind of almost twinge of pain across her whole body, and she looks confused. She coughs, and this thin, purplish liquid just kind of out of the mouth, and you see the veins and all around the eyes are this deep bluish purple, and there's this little bit of the same liquid leaking out from the nose as well, and a bit from the ears. She stops for a second, kind of tilts her head, reaches up, kind of inspects it for a second on her finger, and you see this utter dread come across her face. She goes to take another step. The ship rocks once more. Her legs buckle. She hits the ground and just begins to seize. And that's what's happening when initiative starts. So, I'm going to bring the map up. Let me hope this worked. Hell yeah, it kind of worked. Let me fix
we need
that.
bard that will, like, with anybody, because, like, you get that description, the bard would still be like, yeah. I'd still take her to bed.
Couple things real quick. You are all on the lower level. And why did that move everything? Oh, because this didn't lock. Let me fix that real quick. This is not the greatest program for these sorts of map setups. Okay, let me fix that. There we go. And if stuff gets weird, we'll deal with it as we go. So all of the tokens are going to be movable, so don't be clicking on shit that's not yours. And there we go. And again, feel free on your turn to turn back on your broadcasting. So you're all on the lower level, down here. And upper level is the one above, for sure, where you can still see Gores up there, because again, not the greatest for this sort of map stuff. And you are all in your little tiny rooms here. On the back, this is kind of like the eating and like food area. This is a whole bunch of storage. Zentha's personal quarters are actually up at the front on this level. And again, there's no sails or anything. It's all brimstone on the bottom of the ship. There we have it. Not a huge ship. The crew, you can all hear, are above deck right now trying to deal with the storm. And at the moment, you don't see any of them. So, let's pick up with... Oh, what are you doing here? Get out of here, little random guy.
What's that thing in the room with me?
Yeah, get out of here. It duplicated, I guess. Get out of here. Another little detail that I should add as this is all happening. Volkar, as this is happening, Tinny hits the ground. The ship kind of rights itself again. You still hear shouting above you. You are currently... Well, everything around you is getting soaked, and you are still completely bone dry. But rain is just pouring in through the giant hole, which, by the way, on the upper level, that's what this rectangle is, the best I could get. That's where Volkar's body went through the deck. You feel this sudden kind of torrent of wind behind you, and as you look kind of right in the doorway, the door is actually kind of hanging open right now, half kind of blown out. Essentially an air elemental, just this windy, wispy, but with little bits of crackling blue and almost yellow electric energy. You are prone as shit right now, both you and Tinny.
Gotcha.
And this thing just appears kind of shifting around in the doorway there. Also, yes, for those watching, I'm aware you cannot currently see any of our cameras. This map's way too damn big, so... Oh well, you're gonna have to look at a map for a while. Anyway, Kalis, your experience of this, and essentially the experience of everyone else, is you've been trying to sleep for the past couple hours. It's been getting increasingly rough. And the last 30 seconds, things got very, very scary. Being thrown around, having to grab onto whatever you can to try not to fall. You hear a whole bunch of crazy lightning. The storm almost seems to stop for about 10 seconds before there's this giant pulse, and the green-orange sky is just... absolutely terrifying before you hear this massive blast and smashing of the ship, and then Volkar groaning and probably screaming a little bit, and a bunch of smashing and stuff from Tinny's workshop. And
Well,
that's
I
where
did
you are.
as I was going up, asking everybody to get up. Like,
You
I
did,
screamed
however,
at
it's
everyone.
super loud and no one actually reacted. So
Gotcha.
we're going off, we're going off that cannon that everyone was like, I don't know. So there we are. Kalis, that's what's happening. You are in your room here. Again, you can move your token, at least you should be able to. What are you doing?
So. Okay, so I proceed to get up from my cot first off, and I'm going to reach for my longsword.
Which
Basically,
one?
like the closest thing. I only have one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Also,
Okay.
let it be known. Let it be known. The other longsword is probably more accessible right now because it's nighttime and people don't usually sleep in their heavy armor.
I know. That's how I was like.
So let's just specify that one. Anyone who typically has armor, unless you were planning on not sleeping at all on this ship, you're not wearing it right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I'm
since
not wearing
elves
my
don't
armor.
sleep technically. I think that I probably
is
be short
true.
mine. You think?
You don't. I think that is actually kind of a clever exception there, so I'll give you that. You also haven't been here in like 16 years, so whatever. Welcome back. Have your armor. But, alright, Kaylis, you stand up, you grab your sword. Hopefully the
I
one
also grab-
intended for...
yes,
fighting.
I grab my shield as well,
Okay.
but I do not have any armor on.
Nope.
And the
Alright.
very first thing is the ship dark relatively, or is there a bit of light going on right now? Is the only light coming through from?
There's a good amount of windows. Each room has its own.
Okay.
There is this kind of ambient green and orange light that's coming in that is fairly bright. So I would essentially consider this dim light.
Okay. And lastly, do I know where the noise came from?
It's definitely
Do I know it's Volkar's
pretty
room?
close to you. That was not Volkar's room. You know where Tinny's workshop is though, and you definitely hear it from there, and a bunch of smashing and shit, and
yeah.
like groaning
Shit.
and yeah.
Okay. Well,
Eh.
first I'm going to basically get the fuck out of my room.
Okay.
Burst through the
As-
door.
You pull out into the hallway and you see essentially this air elemental in the doorway. You see the whole room is just destroyed. From where you are right now, you can't really make out too much of Volkar or Tinny. And I will
Is
say
the door open?
the door is it probably wasn't, but now it's kind of half smashed in, so it's
Okay,
it's
so
it's
there are
pretty open.
doors.
There are doors though, yes.
Okay.
And it did take your action to grab both your sword and your shield, especially in this rockiness. So I will specify that.
Yeah, and then I will make my way around.
I gotta know. Are you wearing like a robe, or are you just running around with your longsword out? Like,
No, I'm wearing
fighting
kind of
guys?
like, I'm wearing like Calvin Klein-esque, like long PJs.
Okay, I gotcha. I gotta know. You're the Ken Barbie of the group. You know what I mean? So
Am I the Ken Barbie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you kind of are. You are the Ken doll.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I guess
Okay.
I'm more the gloomy. Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna walk up here, and that will that'll be that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Quilly. Pretty much same thing. I would say you and Milo have less clear idea of exactly where all the noise is coming from because you're a little bit further away and it's just kind of a loud ass storm in general. But other than that, same general situation. Things are bad. What are you doing?
I'd say because of the storm, she was probably not sleeping very well, if at all. And did she hear all of the crashing?
Yes. It was too loud not to hear. You didn't hear quite as many details as Kaylis, but it was big.
Gotcha. Well, I think she'll just grab her axe and her spear, and she'll just exit. And she could see everything. She sees Kaylis down the hall.
You see Kaylis and the elemental. From there, you definitely can't see into the room. This is a relatively tight little hallway here. So there's not like, yeah, you don't see into the workshop at all.
I think I'll just like bang on Milo and Derek's door if I can. I'll just like, hey, some shit's happening.
Sure, you'd have to be screaming for anyone to hear you. It's fucking loud right now. But yeah, if you stepped forward, you could certainly knock on both doors as you walked.
Yeah. And then yeah, I'll just walk down as far as I can get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Milo, you are up. It's your turn, and Quilly comes pounding on your door, screaming that there's some shit going on, and everything else is horrible. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna slowly. Wait, let me turn this on. Slowly get up, lazily, you know. They're doing whatever they're doing. Maybe I'll poke my head out the door, but I'm not actually gonna go out into the hallway until
your wake up
more
routine.
people, you know, do something about something. So, yeah.
Okay, is there anything you want to like prepare? Like you could hold an action, or is Milo just being lazy and half awake?
We're just being lazy and half awake right now.
Hell yes, I love it because this guy was in the wrong room, by the way. As you do this, you peek your head out, and there's this flash of light and this giant gust of wind coming in from the window behind you, and you hear this kind of like wispy, vaguely almost moaning sound, and as you turn, there is this weird half almost humanoid form of wind and a little bit of electricity that just seems to swirl and form behind you in the room. And it is going to try and beat the shit out of you.
Help! Help! Help me!
And that's a natural 20 on the first attack. So,
First
okay.
combat in weeks. This is what we get.
So, Milo, give me a strength saving throw, please.
Have pity on our 8 Constitution rogue.
Saving throw. Okay. I rolled an 18.
18. Wow, that's actually pretty crazy for Milo. You turn just in time to see it forms almost like this like double hammer fist appendage that just comes overhead at you, and you try and get out of the way. You're not nearly well, there's a door behind you, so you can't really go anywhere. It clobbers you in the side of the head. You take 16 bludgeoning damage, and you also take 2 lightning damage on top of that. So 18 total. This fucking sucks. It's incredibly painful. You can feel the electricity. Just the whole force of it kind of threatens to take you off balance, and you manage to stabilize yourself before any further effect from that happens. And here's the cool part. It's a multi-attack. So, I swear to God,
No, it can't be.
I did not. I'll take a picture. Oh, fuck, my phone's dead. I can't take a picture.
Of course it's
Another
dead.
natural 20.
I swear to God, it's another natural 20.
Oh boy.
Help!
That's the
Help me!
Oh my God. It's the same die,
And
too.
we're-
What the fuck?
And we're back at where we started in the courtyard.
Milo, how much health do you have?
I have 19 max health, so.
Oh.
And,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
and
So you had, Milo, Mikey, you have other characters like ready. Just
You're ready to
case,
go,
right?
right?
So, Quilly.
preparing.
Quilly.
What is that?
Yeah.
Quilly. Here's your experience. You grab your axe and your spear, you run out, you're still probably nervous and shaking from the ship in the storm. You knock on Milo's door, you scream, you run forward, you knock on Derek's door, you're stepping forward. About 2 seconds later, the door just blows off its hinges. Milo comes smashing through it, the wood splintering, and he just slams into the ground after bouncing off your door, just bloodied, battered, and unconscious, completely not moving. And you see there's a little bit of electricity just crackling around his body. I cannot believe I just did that on the first turn.
It's a horror movie.
What the fuck? Theron, it's your turn, and
Welcome back.
yeah. And then it'll be Derek after that.
Okay. When the door opens, does it swing towards me or does it swing towards Kalis?
It swings toward you.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door
Uh-huh.
and I'm just gonna be like, what the hell's going on?
And you
And
see,
I'm gonna-
all that
Yep,
shit.
I see a Kalis. He's not butt naked, so I don't see his bare ass, so we're good there.
Your Elf-Eye Smite.
I think what I'm gonna do, a shot. Can I slip through Kalis and go right, like towards here?
I would say it's gonna take an extra 5 feet of movement to get past, but you're pretty nimble, and it's not super tight, so yeah, you could kind of squeeze by the corner.
And then this leads up to the upper deck?
Yes.
What is that?
So the closest stairs are actually right here. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
This also
I'm not
does,
gonna
but
go
that's just like Zentha's thing there.
Got it. Okay, so it's her room.
Yep, that's her room, and she has her own kind of stairs that she usually takes, but these two here are the main ones.
Okay, so I'm gonna slip out for sure. I'm gonna come about right there.
Okay.
So that's gonna be like what, 10 and then what, 15 feet of movement, right?
So it'd be 5 technically, 10, 15. That'd be about 20.
And then add the additional 5 because I had to slip through.
With
right?
that, all right, it's 20 total.
Okay,
Sound
20
count
total.
that,
So
yeah.
I still have 15 feet of movement. I'm gonna move towards Zentha's door and try and knock on it. I'm not quite there yet, but that's where I'll just stay.
Okay.
And I've got my bow, and that's really just all I've got, I think. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna end my turn there.
You can actually see the elemental bit. It's kind of spilling out into the hallway, so if you well, okay, I'm gonna say it's probably your action to grab your bow. You probably didn't just have that 100% ready, so that's fair. That's fair.
But
okay, Derek, you hear Cooley knock on your door, and then you hear right next to you from Milo's room, bad shit.
I hear you get shit kicked in.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I walk out of the room. Okay, I just see Milo's unconscious.
Yep.
And Cooley's over there. I do not see the elemental. Okay.
Not the one in Milo's room. If you look behind you, you can see the one in Tinny's workshop. Yes.
Okay, so oh, there it is. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is bonus action, healing word, Milo. Oh yeah, you're lucky. 8 points back.
Wait,
Hell yeah.
Sorry. Well, how much damage was the second attack?
Yeah, you never said.
Yeah.
The second was actually less. It wasn't enough to just instantly kill you, and the negatives don't matter unless that happens.
Okay.
So you're good. I'm keeping track in my brain if that helps.
Okay.
However, the healing just essentially counts as you start from 0, so you are back to consciousness and at 8 hit points.
Yay. Okay.
Okay. And then Can I drag Milo to one of this room right here? I can't see my
I can't see your cursor.
this room right here.
So let's see, like 5, 10, 15. I would say, yeah, take the rest of your turn. You could get him just inside the door though. If I can move both of you, yeah, you could get in there.
Okay. Do I still have an action, or did I take my action?
That's gonna take your action.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially because like the ship is also still like rocking and everything's horrible and kind of getting wet now, so stuff's hard.
Okay.
Especially Kalis.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome back, Theron.
Volkar. Oh wait, hang on.
That's
yeah, I was gonna say you already did that.
That's action bonus action movement.
Yep. Volkar. It is your turn.
Thank God. First I want to use half my movement to stand up.
As soon as you try and stand up, you feel like you are almost moving like every part of you is completely exhausted, and that this is one of the most difficult things you've had to do in your life. There's this little electric from within you. You take 1 point of electric damage that kind of jolts through you, and you have half movement right now.
Yep.
So essentially you can stand up.
But I still have my action, my bonus action, right?
Yep.
So, as in bonus, Tinny is seizing up. Like, is she foaming at the mouth? Like, what does Tinny look like next to me?
It's a little hard to tell at the moment, but there's definitely more of this kind of purple-blue liquid coming out from the face.
Is there like a piece of wood or something like just around us from the shattering?
Oh, plenty, yeah. wood,
Can I
glass,
take
metal.
I want to take a small piece of wood and try and jam it in her mouth to prevent her from biting off her own tongue from the seizure.
Okay.
Can I do that as a bonus action? As an action, I pour a health potion down her throat.
I will say... Yeah, I'll give you that, because you'll already be kind of crouched down next to her. I'll give you that. Then we'll take the rest of your turn. However, as you reach, you pull the potion out, it is like so fucking hard. Like, you would rather be drunk to the point of almost blacking out than this. It's like what you're trying to tell your body to do and when it's doing it is just completely wrong. And as you move to do it, again, another jolt of pain, you take another 1 electric damage. And you do manage to pour it in her mouth a little bit, try to make sure that she hopefully swallows that, not whatever else is going on. And then you kind of manage to shim her mouth open so she hopefully doesn't, die.
Bite her own tongue off. And
yes.
Die. And then I want to... Can I take, like, a defensive posture over her? Like,
sure.
Just
for
trying
flavor,
to... Yeah, just for flavor. I know that I probably will die in this situation, but if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out defending this random person who I've just met maybe in 24 hours ago.
Cool, got it. And you feel really fucking bad. Just everything that could possibly feel bad about you right now feels bad.
I look at the air elemental thing, I'm like, let's get this over with.
Or so you try. It's kind of like drunk. Drunk
it sounds like
it's rough. It's rough. You feel your jaw almost like tightening and clenching up on you as you're talking. And what it does is moves forward because it's made of air, so it can do that.
Wait,
and
can I see it?
Yeah.
Can I make an attack of opportunity then?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I will do so.
Cool. Go ahead and do that. Volkar, I need a dexterity save at disadvantage.
Does a unnatural 20 hit?
You said it's a dexterity, right? Saving throw? That's
Natural
a
20 does
5.
hit, and yes. Okay. Okay, let's roll your damage. Did you just get another 20, by the way? Did we both just double 20s?
Unnatural.
Unnatural. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I said. Yeah, after I said dirty 20. Yeah, it was
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 14 plus 6. So.
Okay.
So that's 7 slashing damage.
7. As you slash through this thing that is essentially made of air and electricity, you make contact as much as you think you can, but it's air. Yeah. And Volkar, as it just kind of waves forward onto you, you are immediately kind of pulled a couple feet away from Tinny inside of it, as it just almost, Kalis, you see it almost like turns into a small little twister and just launches Volkar straight up in the air. And you just get thrown upward at a little bit of an arc and slam onto the ground just outside the hole that's your body created.
How much fall damage did I just take?
You only take 6 bludgeoning damage total. And 1 more electric. And then it's because that's just oh wait, hang on. Let me make sure I'm not wrong on that. Nope, just kidding. Also, you're prone again, by the way.
Yeah, I expected that.
Yeah. Cool, that's gonna be its turn then. Kalis, your turn, and then Quilly on deck.
Okay, so as I... Wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Unplugged my microphone accidentally. Well, as I look at this thing, I'm going to point at it with my longsword, and I will say, by the might of Mount Celestia, Bahamut light be within me, and then I will use my channel divinity to cast Sacred Weapon, and it gives me a minute of +2 to attack rolls, and my weapon is now considered magical.
Cool.
And then also, as that happens, I'm also going to use, I'm gonna sprout my wings.
Okay.
Inside
Hell
the
yeah.
space. Yeah. And, finally, when I do that, that'll be my action and bonus action. Yeah, that'll be my turn. Essentially, as I walk up to this thing, trying to act all menacing like.
Okay. Got it. Quilly, your turn, and Milo on deck.
Alright. So I saw these two go in this room.
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna head towards just the opening, and then I want to like reach in and cast Cure Wounds on Milo.
Yeah, you can do that.
He's up.
Yeah, he's up, but he still looks like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he won't die in one hit.
What
Sure.
else is new?
Oh.
Crazy. 5. So you get 5 more.
All right. So Milo's at 13 then.
Yes. And then I'll head towards the opening here. And do I see what's inside?
Yep. It's noticeable.
Cool. She's gonna say, by the might of me not giving a fuck, I suggest you fuck off.
Sorry, did you say you're raging? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Hell yes. Go ahead and roll for that. That's such a good quote. My God.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
By the light of me not giving a fuck.
Okay. So, I'm holding my axe, and it begins to glow, and then the damage changes to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties with a range of 20 feet and long range 60. Basically, if I throw my weapon, it can appear back in my hand.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you just become Thor?
Basically,
Yeah. With
Oh, I thought you became
Oshidai.
Kratos.
Well, both. Cool. Anything?
And that's my turn.
I think that's everything. Milo. Okay, so you get a drive-by healing. You come back to consciousness, being dragged across the floor by Derek. You're now in a new room. You hear Quilly start, doing her Quilly thing, and you are currently on the ground. You are prone, so standing up will take half your movement. But what would you like to do?
I'm gonna yell at Derek and be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I don't know, but you are not
something
dying on me
fucking
here. You dragged us into this. You are not dying here.
I'm gonna just sit here. Y'all figure this out, and I'm gonna just sit my happy ass down. That's it. That's it.
Hell yeah! I love it. Okay. Quilly. This big old dude. A new challenger has appeared. And he's going to give you the tried and true double punch. No, he won't. And no, he won't. So, cool. Yeah, you're not even sure if it actually tried to attack you. It's just kind of windy and vaguely menacing, but you don't give a shit.
The breeze, kind of nice.
Yeah. And, it's gonna move through you. And then it disappears through the door, out of sight. So, oops. Didn't mean to do that.
I thought I was leaving.
You don't know that. Quilly, if you want to take opportunity attack, you certainly can.
Yes, I can.
Cool. And Theron, you're on deck, by the way.
All right.
Yeah. Not one. No, I don't.
Hell yeah, I will punish you for that. Theron!
No.
I won't.
Okay.
Theron, you're up. Derek's on deck. What you doing,
Okay.
elf boy?
I'm continuing to Zentha's room, and I'm going to open it.
Okay, it
And
is
I'm
super
just yelling,
locked.
It is super locked.
Yeah, it's locked.
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna start knocking. I'm just gonna start yelling, Zentha, are you okay in there?
Cool, give me a perception
And-
check.
Perception check. All right. Yeah, perception. Where's my perception? Oh, 12.
Yeah, no audible response.
All right, then I am going to move. So that was 15 feet. Okay, I'm pretty much just gonna move over here. That should be the rest of my movement, 20 feet. Oh wait, math is bad. Just moving right back where I was, 30 feet. And I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on myself. And that's it.
Okay, remind me the effect of that again.
Oh, actually, okay. So knock on the door, and would you say that's an action or a bonus action?
I would say it's pretty quick. And I called for the check, not you, so I would say either or. If it's gonna affect whether or not you could cast that.
Okay, because protection from good and evil. It is until the spell ends, one willing creature I touch. I'm touching myself. And it can give me protection against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead. So as long as it's on me, they have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay, cool. You'll have to remind me of that if it comes up.
Okay.
Cool. And is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Derek, and then Volkar on deck. What you doing, Dare Bear?
Trying to figure out who to help.
That is the question. Also, viewers, sorry about the map shaking. Anytime I want to like click off something, I have to click on the map, but then it's like, hey, this is locked, it can't move, so it shakes at me. So sorry if that gets annoying. Anyway, continue.
I was going to twin tail protection of good and evil, but it's touch, so.
That's fair. I mean, you can touch yourself, as we've learned from Theron.
Yeah.
It's a lot of touching of ourselves this combat.
Hey, man,
Pretty
Yeah.
prevalent.
you gotta get by somehow.
Uh-huh.
You gotta touch who you gotta touch, I guess.
Everyone has their different, ways of stress management.
What you doing?
Quilly's raging, so I'm going to cast protection good and evil on Kalis.
Okay. So you're
I'm going to run
move
over
yourself out there.
and touch him. Yeah.
Yeah, touch him.
Touch him.
Cool. You have touched him. I guess you'd have to be there technically.
Yeah. How much movement did that use?
20 feet.
Okay. And damn, Quilly's over there. Okay, I'll try to stay between the two of them, so I move back over here.
Cool. You can move your token, by the way.
Alright. Oh, that's 5'10".
Yep.
As
And
Derek,
I don't have-
leaves,
Oh. What was that,
I was-
Milo?
as soon as Derek leaves me, I was like, dang, he actually left.
He's like, I'm
Hell
not gonna leave you. And he's like, proceeds to leave.
It said, I'm not gonna let you die. I didn't say I believe you.
Yeah. Very different. Very different.
Okay, fair.
Okay, so I'm concentrating
gotta
on
be
protection of good and
specific.
evil.
Yep.
Lily has raging, so I don't need to worry about her too much. That's my turn.
All right. Man of the hour. Volkar. Upstairs. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. You are laying on the ground in pain.
Am I
What are you
seeing
doing?
this thing right here?
I cannot see your mouse.
Sorry. Am I seeing the guy off to the side? Am I seeing like the whatever it was?
As you look, yeah, you see this massive, more humanoid than whatever the air thing was. This almost like vaguely, not really skull-like, but similar in kind of vibe, face with these large blue streaks of lightning just kind of almost passively just sizzling around the face, and from the long clawed-like hands. And it is, as you look, laying on the ground, you look over and you just see one little lightning-y finger. And by little, I mean fucking huge. This thing's massive. Just extends out towards you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take half my movement and get up.
Okay. You take another electric damage.
Yep.
And because your movement is still halved, you essentially have like
I can move one space probably.
yeah, you can essentially move like 5 feet.
I'm gonna look at this thing. Do I have my hammer still in my hand, or did that fly out of my hand when I was?
That's a great question. I will say I'm gonna make a roll for you real quick, and I'll tell you what happens.
Bring it on.
Unfortunately, no.
So
And
I'm completely
you don't
weaponless.
know where it is. Yeah, you don't know where it is. You
I
had it when you
have-
fell off the ship, and it's not
Yep.
in your hand.
I'm completely weaponless. I am completely bare chested. I have no armor on. I'm wearing my pants and
Yep.
I'm barefoot. I'm
Yep.
almost dead.
Yep.
I go and I look at this thing. And I yell. I scream at this thing. I'm going to use an action, like my action, I guess, to... my movement to go 1 foot forward
Okay.
and scream at this thing. Come on!
Okay. I'll say for nice dramatic effect, you're kind of like leaned up against the wall a little bit, just the edge of the ship screaming out into the storm, still completely bone dry except for your own blood. And
Oh, I'm not. If you want to fight me, not them.
okay.
I'm gonna end my turn.
And the finger that is pointed at you curls back in a little bit. The hand kind of clenches up. This massive blast of lightning contacts the side of the ship, rocking the entire thing. I would love dexterity saves from everyone. And Volkar at disadvantage.
Fucking hate them.
That was really good.
Okay, it's not too bad.
All right.
It's a
21.
15.
Dexterity.
Okay.
So that is
don't all shout out your numbers. If you rolled below a 14, let me know.
That's me.
Does a natural 1 change anything?
Sure it does. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got a natural 1. We got a fail on Milo, and anyone else?
Let me check something real quick. It's 2d4. He's favored by the gods. It said I rolled a 10,
Okay.
so I can roll 2d4, possibly succeed.
Oh, you also all have your d6 for the night. Let that be known.
Oh yeah.
I remembered
I
that.
forgot
Would that
about
change
that.
anything for a natural 1?
And not unless your save bonus is crazy.
Not really.
Okay. Okay. Oh, not use favored by the gods. I use my inspiration.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Hey, 14 exactly.
Hell yeah. Okay, this happens, Derek. You almost eat shit. You manage to catch yourself on the door. Milo, Derek walks out. You're like, wow, he actually left. The ship goes rocking right as you're like half standing up. You just get thrown. You bang your head on the cot to the side of you, and just like a book slides off a shelf and just hits you in the head. No damage, just extra flavor. You do hit the ground though, so you're prone.
Is he already?
Yeah.
Yeah. For flavor, he was like sort of half standing up, but no, he's on the ground again.
He's extra prone.
Theron, you run back to the door, you knock on it, you're like, oh my god, what the fuck's going on? You turn, you run back, and the whole ship gets rocked, and you're pretty quick. However, you forget there's a bunch of barrels to the side of you, and one of them goes rolling, takes your legs out, and you just eat shit. You fall into a bunch of barrels. You take 2 bludgeoning damage as you just get kind of bounced around on him, and you are prone like half inside of a kind of smashed barrel at the moment, and that wasn't great.
Is there anything inside the barrel?
Ooh, that's a good question. What are you hoping is inside the barrel?
Alcohol.
Alcohol?
Yeah.
All right, pick a number 1 to 20.
Pick a number 1 to 20. 12.
Seems like it's just extra food supplies.
Yes.
Yeah,
What kind of food is it? Is it like rations or is it like just
just a bunch of rice.
fucking sucks?
A barrel of rice.
All right.
Yeah. It's a now one, you know. There is a small chance, but I'm not going to reward you for that too much. Anyway, so that happens. And then Mr. Air Elemental right here in front of Kalis is going to turn and give him the big old double smack too.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage, which is correct. I can't do math. Still a 16.
Yeah, it hits.
For that damage?
Oh yeah, you do actually. Thank you.
That's a con save, right?
Yep, con save, and you got to beat a 10.
Hey, sick. I got 19. I wish I got that
Hell
on a
yeah.
fucking save, but whatever.
Hell yeah. Kalis, first attack, you take a grand old 12 bludgeoning
Jesus.
and 3 electric as this thing hits you with surprising force. It's interesting because it's like the initial impact doesn't hurt, but as it pulls away, it's like this other burst of wind and lightning just blasts through you. I need a strength save, please.
Thankfully, he's good at strength.
Yeah, okay, that's 17 plus 21.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're fine. You keep your footing. That hurt though, and it does get a second attack. So still at disadvantage. That's gonna miss. Yeah. No luck on the second one.
Okay.
And is going to.
I'm gonna.
It's gonna move
Yeah.
on by you, and you can certainly try to attack it.
Yeah.
Same with you, Derek. If you want to make a melee attack for some reason, as it moves
That's an
through you.
18.
18
It's
hits.
a 10 plus. Yeah, 10 plus 8.
No, I can't see it.
Okay, it's not bad. It's 7 plus 4. So that is 11 of damage.
Nice. As it goes to move, you kind of you just used your wings to kind of help stabilize you. You push back and you spin. Oh, what?
It's plus 2, plus another 2 radiant because
Plus
my
another
wings
2.
out.
Correct. Good catch. You kind of push back a little bit out of the doorway and spin with the blade, catching in the side of it. And this time, it almost feels like you contact something a little bit more solid, as if you almost kind of swipe away a little bit of the mass of this thing. And there's this little orangey silver glow that just out through the point of impact. I almost said wound, but not necessarily.
Taken by the light, you piece of goddamn wind.
Derek, any chance you're trying to like punch this thing for no reason?
I have a
Doesn't seem
dagger, so
Oh, you do have a dagger. Well, are you wielding it?
I would not be wielding it.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I will say Derek's probably not punching Tornado. Yeah. Okay. So never mind on that. Kalis, your turn. Quilly, you're on deck.
Do I see where it went? After like spinning around.
You saw it move through Derek and kind of just like vanish through the door in there. Yeah.
Can I go try to chase after it?
You could. There's a Derek in the way. Currently in front of the door.
Hmm.
Although the door opens inwards, so you could squeeze by. Yeah. Same rule with Farron. It'll take an extra 5 feet, but yeah, you could do that.
Okay, and then I'll bash open the door and I'm gonna see what's inside. And
Sure.
motherfucker's
It's
still
it's a
there.
room and a dude. Yeah, he's there. So
Well, here we are, and I am going to basically.
do
just
elementals
gonna
have
try to-
genders?
No.
I just
think
called it
they're
a he, and that felt
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah, that
That's
felt
just
wrong.
it.
There.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that it's there. I'm gonna stab them in the chest.
Non-binary storms. I'm
Okay.
here for.
Yes. Cool. Go ahead and roll to
Does a 16 hit?
I love using the act of stabbing someone in the chest as a sign of acceptance of non-binary. Anyway, 16 does hit.
16 hits? Okay.
Yep.
I'm actually going to use a Divine Smite.
Fuck yeah, you are.
So as I basically stab this thing, it will ignite in a radiant light. All right. Ooh, and that's 6 plus 5 plus 8. 6 plus 5 is 11, so that's 11 radiant damage, and then 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 slashing.
So 11 and 12?
So
23?
Yeah, 23.
Cool. That's a pretty hefty swing. It's real hard to tell if this thing reacts very much or not, but you can definitely see a little bit of, not necessarily flickering, but almost dissipation of bits of the form. But it's still quite there.
Do not run, you piece of hurricane! And that's my turn. That's it.
Okay. Quilly.
All right. Kind of same question. Was I able to see where
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
guy he went into his room? Cool.
Oh.
Oh, and if I forgot to say again, that's another 2 radiant damage because my winch. I keep on forgetting.
Yes, you did. Cool, got it.
Nice. I think I'm gonna go right here. I want to kick this door down.
Sure. Just for the hell of it, just give me an athletics check. You're gonna kick it open anyway. I just want to see how cool this is. And I believe you have advantage because you're raging. Is that true? Am I just making that up because it's been 8 months since I played this game?
Dirty 20.
On strength skill checks, I believe.
Let's see.
Cool, yeah.
I got a dirty 20. Let's just see if it's a nat 20. No. Yeah, dirty 20.
Cool. Yeah, you almost kick it like too hard. You probably broke it a little bit. It just slams inward. You see this thing kind of vibing out there. I don't know. This thing's face looks like it's vibing, so that's all I can think of. But go ahead.
Cool. And I'm gonna chuck my battle axe at it.
Hell yes. So, yeah, I guess this is gonna be really cool if it works.
Oh, whoa. That bounced and landed on my laptop. Oh. Sorry. Alright. That is 6 force damage.
Did you roll the hit?
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't. Goodness. 14.
Nope, not enough. So how does the recalling of weapons, is it automatic or is it
Just at the end of my turn.
Okay, cool. So the axe just goes, you kick the door up and you throw it. It passes through it, kind of. You're not sure if it does anything, and it just kind of actually
What?
there's a window right behind it. Directly behind it. And Quilly is raging and doing things very intensely right now. So just roll me another flat d20.
13.
What was that?
13.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Axe does not go out the window. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, but it would have been funny. It just slams into the wall behind it and didn't seem to do very much.
That would have been so sad. Some farmer, just minding his own business, would have just fucking died.
Just an axe just cuts him in half.
Falls from the sky and kills him, yeah.
I mean, it'll recall at the end of a turn, so it doesn't really matter.
Or over the ocean, falls into the ocean, hits like a baby seal or something.
Yeah.
No, you're directly over a mountain range right now, actually, so it would probably be some
And the
some
worst part
crazy
is,
mountain
with
man.
our luck, it would be exactly what would happen.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else? A little bit of movement action. That's it?
Maybe I'll just I don't know, leave room for whoever wants to maybe come help me.
Sure.
That's it.
That's fine. Okay. Milo, you're laying face first on the ground, freshly hit in the head by a book. Are you doing anything this turn?
I'm gonna like crawl to the door and like peek it out and see what's going on.
Sure. You see Derek standing in the hallway. You see Quilly standing in the hallway, angry. You see Kaelus's wings shooting out of a door. And you see...
Oh, and you probably see like,
Darren.
a flash of light.
Yeah, there's a flash of
Kaelus's
light. You definitely hear Quilly kind of... I don't know if she's more of like a angry, like a rage screamer or a grunter, but some kind of sounds.
Like a feral cat.
I'm just gonna yell at Derek. So, should I come out now or should I just stay in here? I think I'm gonna stay in here, I'm not gonna lie. And just slowly close the door again.
Oh my god.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Why did you ask me if you're just gonna do whatever you want?
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Quilly, it suddenly comes through the wall, materializes behind you, moves directly on top of you, and I would love to get a dexterity saving throw from you.
Does that count? Here. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I get advantage on dex effects that I can see. Does that count here?
I'll say yeah, this thing's not very subtle.
15.
15. Okay. You take 7 half to 3 bludgeoning damage as it kind of just like bumps you into the wall a little bit. And then you also take 3 electric damage on top of that, but you are not thrown or knocked prone. And that's gonna be its turn. It's gonna hang out there. Theron, and then Derek on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna climb out of the rice barrel, spit the rice out of my mouth. Ugh.
It's like in your ears too. It's all in your hair. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, just
Good thing you don't have a beard.
yep.
He's like a wet iPhone.
Yeah.
You're actually upset that you're wearing your armor because it's in everything now.
And I'm just gonna move towards the hallway.
I
I'm gonna-
hate
I'm gonna-
rice.
Did I see the elemental run and Kaelis chase it?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage with you eating shit and being inside of a barrel.
Rice.
Haha, 218, so that's gonna be 22.
Wow. Theron's deleted from the game. He's hacking. No, I got double nat 20s. That's fine. Yeah, you saw it. You got elf eyes, bro. Come on. A little bit of rice doesn't stop you.
All right, they're taking the hobbits to Isengard. All
You
right.
also see a still looking really bad. You're not sure what's up with Tinny, but she definitely looks unconscious and worse for wear in the room next to you as you stand
I'm
there.
gonna go check on her because nothing
Cool.
ever bad happens there. So she's still unconscious?
She looks very much unconscious. She's not actively seizing right now. You can see there's a plank of wood in her mouth, kind of loosely. She's face down. There is this weird purple bluish liquid that is, because it is raining from the giant hole smashed in the ceiling above. It's kind of almost like watery, like eyeliner a little bit, kind of like streaked down her face and kind of from her nose and mouth as well. And her eyes aren't like completely closed, but they're like just like lolling back in her head essentially, and she's breathing, but it's very sporadic and kind of shallow. And you also notice with your stupid elf eyes, looking, you can see some of the veins like around the temple and in the head and a little bit peeking through the hair. There is a similarly colored, a little bit darker, almost tracking that's visible, almost pulsing along the veins.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a Cure Wounds on her and see if that
Sure.
helps her out just a little bit. So she's just gonna get 7 points of hit points back.
Okay.
And
She
I'm gonna
reacts a little bit to it, but definitely not the gasping back to consciousness that you had hoped for.
Okay.
Kind of stirs a bit, but that's it.
Okay, and I'm just gonna stay with her for right now, and that's it.
Okay, got it. Derek and Volkar on deck.
Yes. What can I do with a Klondike bar?
God damn it. Klondike Bar, sponsor us.
Okay, Hey, I forgot, I have spiritual weapon.
Hey, yes you do. Oh, fuck, I don't have a token. Wait, I got this. I can do this. Ready for this? We're gonna clone Derek.
No, don't
and
clone
then,
me.
hang on, and then we're gonna flip him.
Oh.
We're gonna shrink it a little bit. If I can shrink it more, that's all I'm getting. And there we go. There's your weapon. Enjoy.
Okay, so
Is that what your weapon sounds like when it's summoned?
sorry. No, I was gonna summon it in here. But I'm
Cool. Well, you can place it wherever you want to. I was
Alright.
just putting the token.
Okay. I'll summon it in here. And just a description, my spiritual weapon is Aquajito, which is basically a wooden club with obsidian sharps embedded in it.
Yeah. Finally made it to stream.
Hey!
Yeah, it's been a while.
Can you
since that one showed up.
can you spell that for anyone who wants to look that up? I don't feel like pulling a picture up right now, but for anyone who's curious,
Just type in Aztec sword.
that's fair. Yeah, that'll bring it up.
Ah.
And what's the bonk stick doing?
It's gonna bonk the air elemental.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
bonk.
Does it
roll the
literally
bonk.
make the sound of bonk?
Bonk.
Bonk.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually. It's actually that. Oh my goodness! Someone's fucking popping off.
Bonus
Holy shit!
blowing up.
Popular.
That's 19 to hit for
Yeah, that hits.
10 force damage.
10. Nice. Cool. Yeah, Kalis, you see the Aztec bonk stick appear with this weird little chiming sound, and it just slaps right into the side of the head of this thing, which actually almost seems to recoil from the impact.
Oh, yeah.
And that's that. What else you doing, Derek?
Action Ray of Frost cantrip.
There's a Kalis standing right in front of you.
Oh.
Good.
I need to answer this. Yeah, hang on, I need to answer this call.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, no.
We'll come back because this is all happening simultaneously. Let's just hop up the Volkar real quick.
It canonically has to be the colleague. Like
Yeah,
the
it is.
sound
It
that
is.
gets on the sending
It
stone.
absolutely is.
Yeah.
Whoever made that ringtone, sponsor us, and please don't copyright us. I can't control that. People need communication sometimes. And if you didn't want people to hear it, you should have made it audible. Anyway, there you are, Volkar, up on the top deck, staring at the face of whatever. And man, I can't even get this on the screen for the viewers. I have to zoom out so far. Holy shit. Nah, that just looks horrible. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop. Volkar, what are you doing? As Derek takes a moment to think.
I am bleeding. I have 3 hit points left. Let me see. Do I still have? I have 2 more health potions. I'm gonna chug a health potion as a action or a bonus action.
Cool, you take 1 point of damage in doing it.
Yeah. All right. So a health potion. That's how many is that? It's just a regular health potion.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. So that is 7. I get 7 points back.
Cool. You actually only get 3 back, by the way, because as you drink it, there's this like blasting, almost electric feeling through your throat down into your stomach.
Well, that was an action.
Either or for yourself.
I'd like to think that was a bonus action, and now that I have a little bit of health left, I assume I like to. Can I still have my hand axe that I kept like I keep on my back waist like as like my off weapon?
Currently unarmored.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. He would have grabbed an axe and hammer probably on the way out. I'll grant you that.
It's this small little thing, like it's more it's a tool, not a weapon kind of deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at this thing and how much? I have half my movement, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna do something completely stupid. I'm gonna leap off the one last time. I'm gonna leap off and try to pop my wings.
Okay. As you jump, you take 1 point of damage from the exertion, and you jump and you begin to plummet. And did you say anything? What's give me some flavor on this. What's this look like as you start falling?
I was like, I'm gonna go full Ahab. At hell's heart I stab at thee, and I jump off with like this big, like with just a small, tiny little axe that's basically like this over my head. I'm every ounce of faith or any ounce of like believing in either himself or the universe. He's like, I know I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die going out as I lived, as a fucking crazy ass person, and jumping towards this giant demonic storm that will probably eat me. Because that's how the gypsy told me I was gonna go.
Give me a. Sorry, gotta turn my brain on for a second. What is going on? Why can't I look at your character sheet? D&D Beyond. You're fucking up.
I'm in campaign rolling 20. Yeah, it's all there.
Yeah, no, you're there. I could click on it and then it goes, you've run out of characters. So that's weird. Yeah, that's a new one. Anyway, give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check?
Yep, straight check.
So that is a dirty 20.
Okay. Got it. At the moment, nothing's happening, and you are plummeting. But we'll see. And
So I just committed suicide.
We'll find out.
Okay, I have to know. Okay, I just have to know. Do I see him from the window? Like
I was just about to ask that.
You do.
Okay.
You do. I was just gonna say it.
Okay.
Farron, it's not your turn, but we'll cover this right now. You are kind of crouched down looking at Tinny, and you just hear Volkar just shouting as loud as he possibly can over the storm. And as you look up, there's this of lightning, and you just see his unarmored self, double hand grabbing this little hatchet, just bloody and battered. You can see this trail of electricity just kind of coming up off of him, and he is just jumping off the ship.
Okay. All right.
And we'll get to that when it's your turn.
Reaction.
If you want to like say something real quick, sure.
Oh yeah. They're
Yeah.
a very unemotional person usually. Is just looking at us and just going, "What the fuck?" And that's
okay, got it. Iron Dan, are you back?
Yes, I'm back.
Hell
Minor
yes.
crisis averted.
Okay, that's good. Glad to hear that. You still have some bit of your turn. You spiritual weapon did attack. You were thinking about maybe blasting Kalis. Let's take the rest of your turn, and then we'll continue from there.
Okay, so Kalis is blocking me right now, right?
Yeah, like you can see past him, but like he's pretty big, and this door is not that big.
I'm also swinging.
Yeah, and winging. Yeah. He's swinging and winging.
And winging. Yeah.
Swingy boy.
Crap, that's my action. That's also my action.
You can just heal him later. Just do it.
Yeah. Says Milo from the safety of his room. Of not even his room.
Yeah, it's not even his room. I think it's my room.
Oh yeah.
Or was I? No. No. The one right beside.
Other one. Anyway.
Yeah.
What you doing, Derek?
Okay, so not Ray of Frost.
Uh-huh.
I'll do Mind Sliver.
Okay. Remind me
It's a
if
14 intelligence save.
Oh, these things are smart.
I know.
That's a 0. Not a nat 1 actually. Is a 2, which is somehow more embarrassing.
Oh.
So tell me what happens, I guess, because I forget the spell.
It takes 1 psychic damage,
Hell yeah.
and next saving throw has a minus D4 for the end of my next turn.
Okay. Next save minus D4 until end of Derek. Copy that. And for the sake of brevity, I don't think you moved at all. If you want to move real quick, go ahead and do that.
I'll stay right here.
Okay. Theron, as you're looking out the window, confused, you see from this trail of lightning blasting off Volkar as he passes by, there's this burst of wind and more electricity that actually forms and launches itself toward the ship, kind of swirling and materializing, half on top of Tinny, half kind of right on top of you. Actually, it's like right there. And as it lands in this giant torrent of wind and lightning, I would love a dexterity saving throw from you, my friend.
All right. 14.
14, okay. You sustain... Oh no, can y'all hear the train?
I heard it. I heard it go.
We'll see, sometimes it only does it once, other times it's like 5 times, but whatever. Too intense for me to give a shit right now. Theron, you take 6 bludgeoning and 4 electric as you get kind of like slammed back into the wall a little bit, but not too hard. And Tinny just gets rocket launched up into the air.
Okay.
No.
And flung onto the upper deck.
No.
And she's out of view.
Oh boy.
And what?
Am I prone?
No, you're not. You're not. You made the save actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did not. Hence that. And yeah, that's its turn, and then this one's gonna move forward on top of the both of you, Derek and Kalis, and I would love dexterity saves from both of you.
Let's see.
Oh boy.
Okay. It's a
Should've moved.
16 minus 1.
Okay.
It's a 15.
That's a 5.
Okay. Kalis, you take 9 bludgeoning and 1 electric. Derek, you take a total of 20 bludgeoning and 1 electric as you are thrown backward kind of at a little bit of an angle, and you only make it about 5 feet before you slam your back and your head into the wall, and you collapse like half like sitting on the ground leaned up against the wall, pretty dazed. That hurt real bad.
A total of 25?
21.
21, okay.
Yeah. 20 bludgeoning,
okay.
1 electric. And
Oh.
yep, that's its turn. So Kalis, your turn. Quilly, you're on deck.
Okay, so.
Oh wait, concentration check. Hang on.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, on you.
It was 21?
Oh, wait, does it
yep.
have-
So you gotta
Does it
beat
have
10.
to try to hit with that ability? Or is
yeah,
it just
that's
like
safe.
a...
The save.
Oh, it's just a save, that's right. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's half
So,
the total damage, right?
Yep. So 10.
Okay, I rolled a 15.
Cool. Got it.
so
Kalis,
turn.
what you doing, shiny boy?
Alrighty, I'm gonna absolutely try to Nova the absolute bejesus out of it. Alright.
Hell yes.
Okay, that's a 19 plus 8. 27.
Misses. Not kidding.
Oh, actually, before I even do that, I'm gonna first use, I'm gonna first cast Searing Smite.
Uh-huh. I'll grant you this. I'll grant you
yes.
this.
That's a
Typically
bonus
no,
action.
but it's fine. But it's fine.
So, I can reroll if you want.
No, you're good. We haven't entered combat in
Okay.
4 decades.
Yeah, I
so,
absolutely
yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
I tried to plan this out. So, I'm going to cast that first. It has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep, which is a minus D4.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the DC?
12.
11 because of the minus.
Hell yeah. So it takes
Nice.
it takes 1d6 fire, and it is now on fire. So it does it if it doesn't wait. Tick. If the
It is now a
yeah,
fire
it takes another.
elemental.
It takes another d6 upon its next turn. I think at the start.
Okay.
Of, the start of its next turn.
Okay. Just the next turn?
No. Until it puts it out.
Bill puts it out.
It
Okay.
has- yeah. Basically, until it makes the save. All right. So.
And that's a D6, you said?
Yeah. So that is 1d8 plus 1d6. And for good measure, I'm gonna absolutely Divine Smite it again because I can get that as a free action.
Sure.
Jesus. Okay. So 3. Okay. Let's do the Divine Smite first.
Have fun with all your math.
Jesus, okay, that's it's 12 plus the 2, so that's 14 radiant damage because I'm including the
Yep.
the wing damage, and then that is 10 slashing damage, and then 5 fire damage.
Okay.
I think altogether that is 12 plus 10. Oh, wait, no, that's 14 plus 10.
Yeah, 29.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you, Derek, you get slammed into the wall. Kalis just turns, probably screaming in righteous glory, just slashes through the center mass of this thing, and this fiery burst of light, as its entire form, now is also on fire. A swirling inferno lightning mess.
Oh no.
I don't know if that was a good idea necessarily, but
We're gonna learn! Anything else? Any movements?
That's it. I'm done.
Hell yeah, Quilly, what you doing? This thing's like
Alright.
kind of engulfing you. It doesn't have any effect right now, but it's all
Okay.
around you.
I think I'll stay in range of it so it doesn't get an opportunity attack. But I think I'll just move just right here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna flash at it with my battle axe.
Sure. Do your thing.
16.
Hits.
Okay, perfect. Ooh, 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
Oh.
And hey, look at that. Someone finally hit this one.
Yeah. And I can't really do anything else, so that will end my turn.
Okay. Milo. Don't say anything yet because your worst nightmare happens. Oh, as I move Theron.
I
Oh, no.
appear through the window.
Theron shows up. Wrath of the Storm. Actually, give me a perception check because Milo's not really paying attention right now.
I feel like we started talking about a new party composition, and Ray was just like, "I'm gonna kill you all, so you can just play this party composition."
Like, yeah, that seems
Hey,
so
man.
much more fun.
You're level 4. Why wouldn't you be fighting something like this?
Oh
I
no!
gotta-
Don't get me wrong. We got one guy who's hiding, and we got one who just jumped off the ship. It's not all you.
What'd you get, Milo?
A dirty 20.
Okay. You do notice this, and in a very familiar series of events, this one's actually gonna kind of move on top of you. Same thing. I would love a dexterity saving throw from you. Which is actually probably better for you than it attacking, now that I think about it.
I got a 10.
You got a 10?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, rolled pretty bad. So you're gonna take, it's still enough though, 11 bludgeoning and 2 electric. As you just get slammed around the room, you kind of bounce around, you actually hit this wall, and collapse, I think, unconscious again.
Yep.
And the door's closed, so no one sees this.
Oh my god.
And it's too loud to hear anything
And
else.
Milo, it's your turn. I would love a death saving throw, so give me a flat d20 roll.
Oh, I don't. Oh, that's a 20, natural 20.
Oh!
Oh.
You come back to consciousness with 1 hit point.
I won't
So
die.
Milo, you just
my.
get suddenly you just feel this gust of wind materialize behind you, and you look back and you're like, oh, and before you can even finish, you just get blasted. Your little tiny frail halfling form slamming into the wall across the room. You hit the ground. You slam your head really hard, and you kind of feel everything start to fade. And you're like, nah, I'm too stubborn. And you manage to slightly pull it back, and you feel horrible per every other encounter you've ever had as Milo. And you are still on the ground at 1 hit points, and you're in a room with a closed door. So there we go. However, well, okay,
Start screaming like
death
Shaggy,
save is
man.
at the end of your turn. Beginning. Is that feels
about
correct? I'll trust you. I feel it. And Milo, you actually get to take your turn. Then I'll give you that. You gonna do anything now?
Yeah. I'll open the door and try to run out, and that's where we're going with this.
Okay, half movement to get up. It is gonna try to opportunity attack you as you leave, but the door is opening in its face. Well, it's also made of wind, so that doesn't really matter. So just so you know, if you try to run, it is gonna try to attack you.
Can you try to disengage?
So
Rogue
you can
can do
disengage. Yeah, because you can bonus action disengage, and then it can attack you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, rogues! I forgot all about it. And as you,
oh no,
yeah, you run out into the hallway, and you're faced
Looks
with
like
another one of
this
these
is
on fire, almost right in your face. Where are you going? That was only, I guess you still have like 5 feet left. 5 feet of movement. Yeah,
You know, I'm
10
moving towards-
actually. Or you can just move your token.
Oh,
where you
yeah.
wanna go.
Okay. Yeah. We're just gonna move right there, and that's all we're gonna do.
Okay, as Derek, you also see is like slammed on the ground, looking like shit. Derek, you just see Milo come running out, looking even worse somehow. Hell yes, I love it.
I'm not gonna ask.
Quilly, this one's gonna try and hit you twice. No, this thing is allergic to you. What the fuck? It hasn't rolled above a 5 yet for you.
This
Wow.
is the baby out of all of them, you know?
Yeah, and then is gonna disappear into the room. And yeah, you can try to attack it if you want.
Yes.
God.
No,
What's
that's
happening?
7.
7? Nope, no luck. Theron, your turn. Derek on deck.
Okay, I am going to move here.
Oh no.
Will it?
Yep.
Will it get an attack of opportunity?
100%, man.
Okay, so it's got to do that disadvantage.
Yep. Nope. That saved you.
Cool.
Wait, what's your
Okay,
AC
so
right now? No, you have your armor.
16?
Never mind. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
and
Thank
you step
God I
out in the
was
hallway to
asleep.
see a giant thing on fire.
Okay, so I've knock and draw an arrow, and I'm about to shoot this one. Can I hit that one clearly? Or is it like
yeah,
aimed
because Derek's on the
golf?
ground and kind of to the side. I mean, it is partially fire itself now, is what it looks
Okay.
like. But yeah, you've got a clear enough shot. Kalis is still kind of half in the doorway.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
This guy over here, is he right beside Theron? Or is he just 5 away?
He's kind of on the border of 5 away. It's kind of
Okay.
yeah.
Just curious.
Okay,
I'm gonna take a shot at the one near Kayla's.
sure, go ahead.
There's a 22 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna take. Yeah, it's been a fucking while.
Yeah, right. What are numbers? I've forgotten everything.
D8. Okay, and then I'm gonna use bonus action planar warrior. So D8.
Ooh.
2d8. Okay, that's not great. It's 12 damage.
Okay. The arrow goes flying through the mass, actually lights on fire itself as it passes through, and lands.
Kills Milo?
Yeah, kills Milo. No, it hits the ground a little bit behind Milo, kind
Okay.
of smoldering a little bit.
And
And
then I'm just
it does seem to make contact. Again, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on with this thing. It doesn't look great, as much as you can tell.
Okay. And I'm just gonna say, to Kalis and Derek, there's another one inside the workshop, and then I'm gonna take the rest of my movement, and I'm just gonna move right there again and get away.
Okay, got it.
Get
got
away
it.
from this shit.
Derek.
That's it.
Your turn.
Yeah. Oh no.
Give me
Hmm?
another dex save.
Oh no.
As you're kind of half sitting inside of something that's on fire and swirling around right now.
No.
Yeah, the one who fault that was.
I didn't know he'd catch on fire. He's air, man.
Dude, what does fire need to to stay
Exactly.
Oxygen, not
Yeah.
air.
Which-
technically.
what is- what is-
No.
Get out of
Because the wind would disperse the air. It's
Hey, we're talking about
that's
magic
that's
here?
science. That's science.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Magic
Yeah.
or science?
You leave
You want
the
to science a
eyesight
man
of your
who
brain
grows
cell
wings
for
out of his
1
back?
minute, and this is where we're at.
It's fair, it's fair. Derek, what'd you get?
Okay. I rolled a 10, which I'm assuming failed.
Just 10 total?
10 total.
10 total? Actually, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Being prone actually kind of helps you in this case right now. But yeah, what you doing?
Okay, so I'm prone right now.
Yep.
Oh boy, I'm stuck in a rock and hard place.
Yep.
Okay, so for my bonus action, I'm gonna bring my spiritual weapon into range.
There's a Kalis there.
Jeez.
Because it has to move through him.
Spiritual weapon.
Between a rock and a
It's
hard
a-
place.
I'm gonna say you could move it through his
It's
legs.
a-
You can move it through his legs.
I'd say it's a spectral weapon.
Okay, that is true. It is spectral. Yeah,
And,
yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
That hard place is your longsword, right?
No.
Can I move it right here?
Yes,
The
yes, you can do
elemental
that.
Okay.
is the rock, and then I'm the hard place.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an attack. 18 plus 6. That's like 24.
Yeah. Hits.
That hits. So another 10 force damage.
Your weapon kind of comes phasing through the wall. The bonk stick. The Aztec bonk stick, as it's now canonically known as.
Yes.
I need your phone to ring right now for the theme song. Just slashes through it, and as it does, you see there's this kind of like ghastly wailing, moaning sound that just kind of wispy and dissipates pretty quickly as the form of it kind of just half falls, half just kind of blows away in the wind as a little bit of fire kind of just spreads around and fortunately goes out.
It's dead.
It is gone. Yeah, and that's good because it was about to start maybe catching the ship on fire. So
Yeah, that won't be good.
yeah. Albeit
That
still,
still only
Annie,
counts as
cool
one.
idea. It's still it is precisely one. Anything else you're doing?
Okay, I'll stand up. And I already nope. I didn't get the spell.
Nope, you used a spiritual weapon.
Okay, so 15 feet of movement. I am going to up protection from good and evil
Okay.
and cast a second level bless.
Okay. Who are you
And that'll
blessing?
be everybody except me.
Oh shit.
Cool.
Are you blessing Volkar? No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Oh, Volkar's dead. I don't know. Volkar's been dead for years.
This is a good question. Him falling, I know where he is within 100 feet of
Yeah.
me, or
Yeah.
1,000 feet of me.
Yeah.
So can I sense that he's falling off the goddamn ship?
As this thing falls and kind of the adrenaline settles for just like a split second, Derek walks out. You feel this kind of warmth of his bless. You feel another warmth. And you're like, uh-oh.
Oh no.
Why is he below me?
Oh shit.
Still talking about the game, right? No, I'm just joking.
Yes, yes.
My camera goes black and I appear behind Kalis.
Volkar. You are falling. Or falling. You are furious, desperate, bloodied, exhausted, still muscles tensing against your will from the electricity that's still flowing through you. Hoping that these wings appear. Is there anything you would like to add to what is happening to you right now as you are falling?
As I'm falling, I'm hoping that I truly believe this thing is here for me. I'm hoping that at least with my death, that it'll stop attacking my friends and it'll get away from them. I am reaching out to Cord one last time, saying if this is the death that needs to happen to save my friends, I go to it willingly. I'm sorry. I apologize for my wrongdoings. I think of my father. I think of the Mordith clan. I think of all these. I like my life flashes before my eyes, and I scream Cord at the top of my lungs.
Okay. Which is quite difficult with the amount of air rushing in as well.
Yeah,
but nonetheless,
exactly,
You
which
manage to. You try your best, and you are shouting and desperate, falling. And this guy's gonna move in the hallway.
Ah, shit, I forgot about him.
And well, Derek didn't even know about him, and he's gonna step up and try to beat the fuck out of Derek.
Oh, did Derek not hear?
Oh, I'm still just falling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Derek, give me. Well, no, Theron did tell you about it. Never mind. But I'm pretty certain an 18 still hits you.
Yeah,
That is 12 more bludgeoning and 3 more electric.
okay, okay, I'm gonna cast Silvery Barbs to make him reroll.
Okay. That's higher.
Okay.
So that's 15 total and concentration check. And I don't know what your hit points are at. So.
I go down.
All right, Derek just gets clobbered and just falls face first onto the ground, and Bless immediately drops.
And so does my spiritual weapon.
And so does your spiritual weapon. I will delete that.
A quick question.
Yes, sir.
Can I still grant someone advantage because of Silvery Barbs? This is part of the spell.
Yeah, it's part of the
spell's
spell.
Reaction.
Yeah, it's a reaction. I'll give it to you.
Okay, I'll give it to Kalis because he's right there.
Cool, and so is this thing, and he's gonna try to punch the fuck out of Kalis too. 23. I think that also hits.
Yeah, that is.
That is 16 bludgeoning and 3 electric. These are crazy damage rolls.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, he's gonna chill out there. Whoops, moving Derek. Oh, that one's dead. So I'll take that off initiative. Kalis, it is your turn. Quilly, you're on deck.
Yes, well, the judgment call whether to save a friend here or to jump out the fucking window and save a friend out there.
What's he doing? No time to think.
Okay. I am, fuck it. Well, Volkar's, currently not with us. I'm going to yell to Theron. Save whoever you can up here. I'm gonna go get the oath. And then I'm gonna disengage. And then I'm jumping out of the window. And then I am fully diving after Volkar.
Okay, well, okay, you could sense he's on this side. To move there, you're gonna take an opportunity attack.
I disengage.
Well, actually, oh no, sorry, yeah, you just disengage. So yeah, you could go that way and get out the window.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess technically I will put you there just when we come back to him.
And I'm praying to Bahamut that Volkar is kind of doing that spread eagle type fall to slow himself as much as he can, so I can bullet dive and get him.
Not at all. Not at all. And it's a little tough to see outside.
I can I not sense him by my amulet?
You can sense him, but like you don't really see him very well at the moment. But you do know where he is, and he's below you and still falling.
He is like.
So
advantage on your next D20 for 1 minute.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Anything else? Unless that's your whole turn.
No, because I use my disengage as my action, so no, that's it.
Cool, Quilly, your turn.
Oh god. All right. Seeing Derek go down, I'm hoping Milo is short enough for this, but I'm just gonna throw my battle axe at this guy.
Sure, Milo's definitely short enough for that. You're pretty short too, but yeah, he's short. So yeah, go ahead, roll to hit that.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, that hits.
Very nice, very nice.
And I'm sorry, I forgot how you do the damage on that again.
Oh, that is true. He might have done Kalis slightly wrong, as well, because we forgot about the reminding of that. Matter of fact, I didn't even do it that way.
Damage.
Oh no, sorry, it wasn't critical. I screwed mine up earlier, so it's cool. I'll give you the correct one. So roll damage as normal.
Okay. That's 7 points of force damage.
Okay, and then whatever damage die you rolled, just add the maximum value to that.
Okay, so that's 17 then.
Yeah, 17. Okay, 17's pretty good.
Perfect. And then, oh dang. Okay, so my weapon will appear back in my hand at the end of my turn. But before that, I'm going to go into this room again.
Yep.
It's like, why do you keep fucking running? And with bonus action, 2-weapon fighting, I'm gonna, because I grabbed my spear.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack with my spear.
Cool. Go ahead and do so.
Okay, 16.
That hits.
Okay, 6 points of damage.
6. Okay, got it. All right. Oh no, my marker's dying.
That is all for me.
That's your turn. This one's gonna move out here, much to Milo's dismay. And essentially, these two are. Oh, wait, no, just kidding. That's wrong. So Milo. This probably lights out again. Well, let's see. Oh my god, it misses.
Thank the
Oh
Lord.
my god, it misses.
Let's go.
What the fuck was that mean?
What?
Double threes again. Holy shit, it misses. Milo, it's actually your turn. What are you doing?
I don't even know. Well,
You know you want to stab it. You want to stab it so bad.
let's try and stab this one that missed me twice.
I will say Milo probably would keep a dagger on him all the time because he didn't specifically grab one at the start, but I'll give it to you. You probably have one on you. So yeah, go ahead and just try to stab that bitch.
Damn, he doesn't have his short sword. Damn.
Nope, no short sword.
It's a +1 too.
Yep.
I rolled 13 total.
Does not hit on the first.
Okay. And I rolled 9 on the next.
Rough. That's rough. Yeah, unfortunately, Milo's not doing too well, and he wasn't actually trying to fight. So that's that. And are you trying to move it all? Again, it will hit you. I'll try to at least.
I will just disengage and go that way.
Hell yeah. You can move up your full movement if you want to, so you can move further.
Okay. We're gonna be like right here, right next to Quilly.
Cool. Got it. And perfectly positioned. Perfectly positioned. Quilly and Milo, dex saves, please. Quilly still advantage because you see it.
$17.
Nice. Milo.
13.
Just made it. However, you're still fucked. 'Cause it's still 9 bludgeoning and 2 electric to both of you. Quilly, the bludgeoning would be halved, actually. So, 4.
4 bludgeoning, and then how much lightning?
2. So, Milo takes 11 damage. And goes unconscious again.
Yet again.
Yep.
This is the bad place.
Yeah, Milo just slams into the ground again. Let it be known, if it comes to death saves, going unconscious on the brink of death many times consecutively makes it much harder to come back. So the DC of death saves does scale a bit with that.
Sure.
And just so we all know, Milo is doing bad. And okay, neither of you are thrown back though. And you notice all 3 of them down here begin to start sparking extra and glowing kind of this intense blue all simultaneously. Theron, your turn. Derek on deck.
Okay, having seen all this, Derek's down, right? Like is he out?
He ain't moving.
Okay, just want to make sure. That's
Yeah.
fucked.
Yep.
Fully still up. Okay, so with them being air, question.
Yep.
Do I think I can shoot past them and hit the one that Cooley's on?
I'm gonna say you can try. It'll be a very hard shot. The DC, like, I'll essentially consider its AC as being considerably higher. Because if I just let that happen as a flat rule, then that makes a lot of things weird. So I'm gonna say you can try, but it will be very hard.
Okay. Ooh. I'm just gonna take a shot at the one that's on top of
I'm
Derek.
doing fine, right? I can handle this one.
All right.
All right, go for it.
Oh, that's not great at all. I'm gonna use my D6.
Okay.
What is that? With the D6? That D6? What is this thing? This once I roll dice.
It's the square.
Where? Oh, it is the square, isn't it? My bad. Okay. Oh, that helped a lot. Holy shit. Okay. That's gonna be 17 to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action again to do the planar warrior damage.
Yep.
So that'll be. God. I haven't played D&D for a month and just forget what everything is. That's 6 and plus 4, 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
And then I'm gonna move even further back to the stairs there, like right next to it.
I love how so far all that's happened to Theron in this fight is he knocked on a door and he got attacked by Rice. And he shot some stuff.
I did get hit once.
That's just true.
Yep.
You did get hit, and you watched Volkar jump out off a ship.
Yep. A lot of crazy shit. Yeah, that's it.
This is great. Derek.
Yeah.
Death save, my friend.
Save. Oh boy.
It's going great, guys.
Question: can you use favor by the gods as for death saving throws?
You're unconscious. Read me the wording.
If I could find it. Is that it? Once per short rest, if you fail a saving throw or miss with attack roll, you can roll 2d4 and add the total, possibly change the outcome.
Did you already use it earlier? I know you mentioned it. I forget if you actually used it.
I said I was going to switch use inspiration instead.
Yes, correct. Yeah. I'll say you can do that because it's a passive thing. Essentially, it's just like luck.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. So that's total is 10.
Okay, that is one success.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Oof. Spicy.
Yeah.
So, technically it's Volkar's turn right now, but however, what's about to happen is going to hit at the end of the round, and there's nothing Volkar can possibly do that's going to change what's happening. So, the three of them are sparking and kind of glowing brighter and brighter over just a couple seconds. And there is just this loud, deafening of thunder that shakes the ship, rocks it once more. The two unconscious bodies just go kind of rolling around. Theron and Quilly, you're both struggling to stay on your feet, and then especially Quilly, you being right up there, you just hear this crackling, and this giant blast of electricity from all three of them, almost omnidirectional, just explodes outward. Milo and Derek automatically hit.
God.
2 failed death saves. Well, this is not a melee, so it's not an auto crit. That's an interesting roll. I'll call it 1. I'll be nice. I don't feel like looking it up. We'll call it 1 because it's not an auto crit, as far as I'm aware. 1 failed death save each. Quilly and Theron, dexterity saving throws, please. As this giant line of lightning blasts out from 3 of them, and you're all essentially in a straight line.
Would I still get advantage?
Yeah, you would.
I rolled a 9.
$12.
How many hit points do you both have?
I have 20.
I have 29.
Okay. Theron, you try to get out of the way, and there's a little bit of rice that's kind of spilled over, and you just kind of catch your foot just a little bit on it, and almost like little marbles. It's slick enough inside here, you manage to stumble backward as this blast catches you, and the lights go out.
Oh! Okay.
Quilly,
Am I just at 0?
Yeah, yeah.
Like just straight
You're
down.
zeroed. You just fall unconscious.
Okay.
Quilly, you are blown back into the room. You're all kind of pushed back in whatever direction you can kind of go. Theron can't go too far, hits the wall. You slam into the wall. You take, because you don't have lightning while you're raging, I don't think. You take a total of 20 lightning and 1 bludgeoning.
Ooh,
And everyone but the Red Bull boys, get out of my room. Go to the secrets. Let me fix us back to our chat layout.
Let you, Danny.
Hey, Danny, you're a Red Bull boy.
yeah,
So get back here.
It's
Yeah.
Red
He
Bull
said
Boy.
Red Bull
I'll try to
boy.
move you. You keep moving back. Yeah. All right.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, I saw you leave. I was like, oh no. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, the two of you falling. Kalis, you now finally clearly see this massive electrical storm figure just kind of existing almost out of this wormhole that seems to have been torn in the storm itself. And as Volkar falls, you see the form of it sink down and start to come out from the bottom upside down. Volkar in a familiar sight. And Kalis, Volkar's fallen faster than you want him to be. There's this massive burst out from the center of the storm and the figure that blasts the two of you. You both go tumbling and spinning around, Volkar almost dropping your axe, and you both catch glimpses of the ship just get knocked almost a full 90 degrees to the side as it loses a bit of altitude and starts to recover. And there is just this deafening thunder, this huge streak of blue and white from inside the ship, blasting out all of the windows and every possible crack it can escape from. And as the two of you are plummeting, I will ask, Kalis, what are you doing? Because your wings are still out, right? It hasn't been a minute.
Not for very long, tech.
Not for very long. You've got maybe,
I think I got
want
like
to say
half
like
a minute.
it's probably, I would say a little bit on 24 seconds, 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been keeping track of rounds, but about that. And Volkar has no wings. You can see him kind of illuminated as you're spinning and trying to regain your balance, which is easier to do with your wings. You can see he is just falling and falling and falling.
I'm gonna keep going after him.
Okay.
And as I keep going after him, I'm basically just gonna in my head just, please, Bahamut, I need more. I need some help. Help my friend.
I would like both of you to roll me D100.
This is a first.
Oh, I have
100? Okay.
D100?
Alright, there we go.
It's a
Bringing out my
91.
Witcher dice.
What'd you get, 91?
91.
Okay.
98.
Sorry rolls. Not that they mean anything.
Not that they mean anything.
As the two of you are falling, Volkar, you can sense that Kalis is closer to you than he should be at this moment. As you're just spiraling and spinning out, you finally kind of half stop yourself, still plummeting and plummeting. Kalis, you're watching this, just praying and praying and praying, and Volkar completely surrendering yourself to the storm, to the inevitable oblivion that awaits you. And you keep falling. And falling. Lightning strikes out from nowhere above Kalis, just completely searing pain through your body
Mine?
as it hits you. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, yes, yes. You take, where's my die? Where's my die? Where's my die? You take 14 lightning damage.
Can I ask something between that time we were falling and they were taking rounds? Can I have lay on hands in the meantime?
It was the same round.
Yeah.
Oh, was it the same round?
It was all the same round because you go
at
at the start. You were the first in the party,
Okay.
so
I'm
unfortunately,
down.
no.
I'm
Kalis,
down.
you try. You just hear this and everything just goes white.
Yeah.
The wings, and you plummet. In Volkar, you can sense this. It feels almost as if your wings were out and now they are not. Danny, get out of here.
Damn.
There, I was gonna. As he, the amulet, it has the ability to take the No, it doesn't. It just has me to teleport to him when he's within a certain amount.
Nope, and or heal him for the full amount.
Yeah.
And you just sense this. You sense not the life, but pretty close to it. Just blank out from him. And as you're still kind of spinning, you see a little bit of his wings just kind of feathers, and the blue still crackling out from the ship. And this horrendous, massive, powerful storm entity reaches out with an impossibly long arm. Did you do anything as it reaches toward you?
How close is his body to me?
Kalis, he's still... I don't want to get into a whole bunch of math and stuff, but you are already falling from the top for an extra round. I'm going to say he's at least 60 feet up. I'll call it that.
I know that is like the hand is coming up or something. I'm imagining.
Yeah, it's kind of below you, but also reaching out to kind of like...
I want to try and angle myself so that I'm right below Kalis. So if we hit the ground, we hit this thing, I take the brunt of the damage, not him.
Okay. You begin kind of trying to shift your weight and push yourself a little bit underneath him because he is a little bit skewed because he didn't come out the same window.
I've accepted that I'm going to die, but I'm going to try and save my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do what I can
push over
to save
and
my
you start desperately trying to get over there, just accepting that this is the end and this is the result of your actions. And if it's going to be someone, it's going to be you. And as you push over, you frantically look back at the hand, back at Kalis, back at the hand. You think you're going to make it, and suddenly everything goes dark and wet.
Said wet.
And yep, you are just, it's almost as if you are enveloped in just this ball of turbulent water. And you just feel yourself spinning and sloshing before it settles after just a few seconds. As you look around, you see Kalis above you, still. You see the ship way in the distance, just barely illuminated by the lingering blast. You see little bits of splintered wood shattering out from all sides of it. Feel your amulet. Glowing, burning, searing into your flesh. Almost unbearably painful. You try and move, you try and reach for it, you try and look, and you can't. It's as if electricity has completely frozen and locked your entire body. And this pain continues for what feels somewhere between a couple seconds and hours. You try and scream, you try and cry, and yet you can't. Suddenly, pain stops. Feel a rumbling beneath you. You are blasted so fast that you cannot comprehend what is happening. Upward, upward, upward. And again in a similar arc to before. The side and down. You feel yourself contact into a solid surface. dampened by the water that you are in. Still in this large, almost tendril wave-like form that throws you down into the inside of the ship and spreads out. You see electricity almost in slow motion crackling through the water around you. You look around and you see most of your party on the ground, bloodied, unmoving. And you feel like you have control again. As this lightning still moves in slow motion, branching out very, very slowly. You feel yourself floating in this water which has completely filled the interior of this ship. What are you doing?
Is Kalis with me?
You do not see Kalis at the moment. You see the other three on the ground and kind of spread out. You don't see Quilly at the moment.
Is there anything, like, is there something physical in front of me? Is there anything in front of me? Is it just me alone with the... You're
kind of like just in the entryway of the workshop. Sorry, that would have been... But you kind of came down in the same spot, and you're kind of just peeking out into the hallway, looking around at all this. So there's all the shattered stuff, which is now kind of starting to float very slowly up into the water, and you're looking out into that hallway.
I'm trying to go for my friends. I immediately...
Okay, who are you going for? You've got Theron on the left, you got the other two on the right.
Yeah,
Derek's pretty close to you. He's kind of right in front of you, now that I think about it.
Alright, so I see Derek, and I try to pick him up, I try to reach for him, and I'm not sure if it'll work. I don't know if anything I can do will work, but I am going to call out and say, listen, they don't deserve this. This is on me. And I try to cast, for the first time in a while, Cure Wounds on Derek.
As you reach out, still moving slightly faster than the electricity that's just spreading around you, you reach down and you grab his limp body, and you pull him closer to you. Close your eyes and you concentrate, and you feel the searing pain of the amulet once more. This jolt of electricity comes out from your hands into him, and you see his body begin to spasm. And you feel a little spark of the connection. Derek is still not moving. He's still floating in water at the moment, but very, very slow. But it feels like that did something. And you look off and you see Milo's frail little body just begins floating very, very slowly up, and Theron's kind of rolling as the ship is still sort of righting itself. What are you doing now?
Who's closer? Is Theron or Milo closer?
They are almost exactly as far on either side.
I'm gonna go for Theron. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for Theron, and again try and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
My main deal is getting them into a stable condition.
Mm-hmm. And the same thing once again. This horrible, searing pain. You can almost start to smell and feel the flesh sizzle beneath it. Again, a jolt of lightning from the hands. You see his body reacts, and you feel again that little bit of connection. I assume you would like to go over to Milo as well.
Milo's next, and then Quilly, and then Tinny's upstairs. So is
you.
And then we
didn't see Tinny
I
get
didn't see
flung
that.
off.
I didn't get Sissy because I don't see Tinny.
Nope. You don't see her at all. And as you swing by to Milo, you can see Quilly looks more conscious, but she's kind of just like recoiling, bouncing off the wall, kind of like floating a little bit.
I'm trying to see if I can ground her. After
okay, you would have to get Milo, and again, same thing, the searing pain. You swim over to Quilly and you grab her, and you sense that she's still with it. She's better than the other two. And as you
I try to like bring her down, from this water, like just into a more stable position.
Okay. Everything is just filled with water at this point, but you can still grab her and kind of pull her closer to you. And as you look back out in the hallway, you see the still slightly glowing and crackling body of Kalis slowly descending, and kind of just the shadow of him shimmering from out into the hallway from the workshop.
So I have that like a wall that I can try and push myself off of.
Yeah.
So I want to try and push myself into Kalis. Use my amulet, not my medallion, but the friendship amulet.
Okay.
To completely heal him.
Okay.
For the maximum.
You reach out, you see his kind of charred, burnt up, scarred self. Bits of his hair are completely missing. And you reach out and you grab him. And this time the pain is too much. Absolutely too much. You feel the jolt, you feel his body reacts again. You feel yourself start to slip. And as the consciousness threatens to leave you, your eyes flicker shut. And you see a flash of an image. Fort Thunderhead. You see another quick flash. Just the sky. You swear the silhouette of what can only be Cord gone in an instant. You feel and you see this little streak of electricity just straight towards you. And as it hits, the pain from your amulet grows even more to the point where this must be death. There's no other answer. And you surrender to it. And I'm gonna go get everyone else.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, recess is over.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Are we all dead?
Yep.
It's been great.
Theron, Milo, Derek, Kalis. The last thing you remember, searing, scorching, crackling, the scent of your own hair and flesh burning. Quilly, you get thrown backward, hitting the wall, hard enough everything goes white for just a second. Quilly, you get the distinct sensation of being wet from head to toe, submerged in water. Something pulling you, gently. There's a flash. And sounds that you can't possibly comprehend. Whirling and whooshing in storm, but it's incorrect, it's wrong. The sound of wood splintering, almost like the ship is exploding or imploding on itself. And suddenly, you find yourself standing in the hallway, just outside your door, gasping, panting, coughing up water. Derek, Milo, Theron, and Kalis. Volkar, what is the maximum healing value from your spell you used?
11.
You all regain 11 hit points. Kalis, you are laying kind of half in the workshop, half in the hallway. All of you just coughing and sputtering water. Not salty water, but water. And the ship, other than Tinny's workshop, looks entirely unscathed.
When we
That's
wake
my
up, do we wake up
computers
where we
and
went
not
unconscious,
computers
or are we like back in our rooms?
You are all where you went unconscious,
Okay.
Okay.
except Kalis. He's pouring out of the workshop. And Volkar is completely nude, laying just kind of splayed out Actually, right next to Kalis, hilariously. And you can see a little bit of smoke rising from his chest, and his amulet is glowing almost white hot. And Volkar is not conscious at the moment. Doesn't look like he's dying or anything. He's not bleeding, but he is unresponsive as of now. And there is no storm. The skies are dark, a little bit rainy, kind of moody. No greens, no oranges. There you
Do I
all
feel
are.
at all
And that
rested?
is where we're going to take a break. Because it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead. We'll make it a quick 10 on our end. For the stream, it'll be 15 as usual. And we're back. Look at that. Music? Let's, I don't know, let's pick some harp. Why not? It'll be a little bit weird, but whatever. And, boom, do your thing. What you doing? Oh, also, real quick, sorry, let me cut you off immediately. Kalis, Tinny is, in fact, actually on the ground next to you. Her workshop is still destroyed. And she is still unmoving and still has bits of purple and whatnot on her face.
So I am going to use... I'm gonna go up to her. And I'm going to use Lay on Hands. I'm gonna use 5 initially as a means of curing a disease or neutralizing a poison, hopefully as to make some kind of difference. And then I'll use the remaining 15, and then I'll heal her.
Okay. You reach out, willing whatever might be going on with her to kindly stop that, and feel the warmth emanate out from your hands. See, she kind of stops twitching, and then she just starts retching and vomiting. Just purple, blackish blue, just vomiting a good 3 or 4 times, and then stops moving once more. Still breathing, not as frantic. Still little bits coming out from the eyes, the nose, and the ears. Kind of groans a little bit, but is not receptive. Not back to it. She's not receptive. And at this moment, you hear Zentha's door come swinging open, and she comes running out there. What happened? Oh my goodness! Was that lightning? And she just comes rushing over to the workshop, sees Volkar just on the ground, kind of smoldering from the chest.
Of course she does that, because, like, I'm, like, out right next to her door.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, where the fuck were you?
I was in my room. Where were you? What's going on?
I knocked on your door.
And she just kind of pushes past you, just confused. As this is happening, what's everyone else doing?
I'm just still beside.
Yeah,
Tinny,
yeah.
I guess.
I'm leaning against the wall, just trying to get my bearings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit where I'm at. I'm just gonna let it all sink in.
Milo's way across by the food, actually. You're like back in the kitchen area, just kind of like slumped against the wall. And Danny, to answer your question from right as I called break, you do not feel well rested. All of you still feel horrible, and you don't look like you've sustained damage, but you fucking feel bad. Real bad. And Zentha makes it up to the workshop, and she kind of sees Tinny down there, and she just kind of pushes past. She doesn't push you out of the way, but kind of like leans down next to her and kind of like rolls over gently and kind of picks her head up in her hands. Oh no. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is what I meant when I said people were getting sick. You can't get it. We don't know what's going on with it, but it's only been tieflings. And her entire family has it, and that's why I took her in, and I'm bringing her with me to go get this. This is bad. This is very bad. We need to get to Sandthrone immediately. Someone help me. Kalis, help me.
Okay.
And she starts trying to.
Okay, I'm very confused, but yes, I'll carry her.
And the two of you kind of pick up Tinny and bring her out. She actually takes her into her own chambers up at the front.
I'm still unconscious, by the way.
Yeah. And as she's kind of stepping out, she just goes, "He's still breathing. I don't know what it is, but someone please help if you can." And as she kind of passes by the stairs, she yells up, "Goris!" And you hear shuffling and kind of calls and whatnot, and there's actually, you see Gideon, boring normal human man guy, just kind of looking down from the top at the destruction, just looking very, very confused and concerned. And as she's walking away with Kalis, what's everyone else doing? Volkar is still
Okay.
blanked
well,
out, naked. And it's still like 2 in the morning.
Right. We didn't
Okay, so-
imagine.
And let's wake up Volkar. And well, first of all, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to make him have illusionary pants.
Okay, what kind of pants? It's not important, but tell me.
Get, like leopard print.
It's actually
'Cause I'm
not pants
imagining-
at all. It's a G-string.
When you say short,
It's banana hammock.
It's a thong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say short shorts.
Oh hell yeah, booty shorts! Yeah.
Get
Okay.
some sandals on them. You get them
Yeah.
beach ready.
Beach
Smoking
body
a
Volkar.
cigar.
Yeah, he is smoking hot
a
right now,
mullet.
so it's
I'm
pretty.
literally
pretty
smoking
fanatic.
hot right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else are you doing?
Okay, and I'm just gonna see if this works. Just throw a healing word on
Sure.
him.
As you do, you feel this kind of like electricity in the air, this kind of crackling from his body. It almost like sparks out at you. You're like, oh shit. And Volkar, you wake up from a peaceful nap. You remember everything.
Everyone alive?
As far as I can
Barely,
tell, yeah.
but yeah.
Just gotta stumble towards him.
Thank
Did your
God.
dumbass really just jump off the ship? Did I see that?
Yes.
He jumped off the ship?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw him from the
What's going
window.
on?
He jumped off the ship.
It was amazing and stupid. I thought I could lead it away.
If Fatlaw did
Oh,
that,
I'm
did.
lying down while I'm just like absorbed in mode. Feels like I had a really nice nap. What about you guys?
I feel
No.
like shit.
Everyone almost died.
We all saw the same thing, right? Those air
Yeah, we
creatures.
made
Bundles of
mentals.
lightning and shit. There were like 4 of them, and now they're just gone.
The hell am I wearing?
Oh yeah, right. I'm gonna go into the nearest room. I'm gonna take a blanket and I'm just throw it over him.
Okay, Volkar, as you look down at your chest, you see the chain from your amulet is actually gone. But the amulet itself is seared into your flesh. As if it is a part of you. And the glowing is slowly fading and fading. But you still feel a slight warmth from it.
Is that in your chest?
Yeah.
Okay,
Was it
what
hurt?
happened? I saw you fall off the ship. What happened after that?
Falling and I've gotten up by now. I'm sitting against the wall in the hallway. I was falling. Then you followed me as I turned to Kalis.
He's
No, I'm not there. No, I'm not there.
Yep.
Then Shiny was following me, which, listen, if someone commits suicide, if someone does something incredibly reckless, can we just make sure it's only one person?
Oh, he has wings, so
Yeah.
I thought that if I could lead it away. This was obviously a punishment. This was on me. I thought you all saw what state I was in. Could barely move. But I thought if I could lead it away, at least you would be safe. Then, Kalis decides to jump off. Shiny decides to jump off the building in front of me, next to me. I angled myself. If we were gonna hit this thing, I was gonna take the brunt of it. And I prayed one last time. I thought I knew I was gonna die. But I found it again. That little spark, that storm inside. And he answered. Oh, I think it's him. And then you were all there. I was back in the ship. You were all there, and I did what I could. You guys were more important, and I don't know if I reforged a connection or I was put back in his favor, but I had to make sure you were all okay. I was not going to let you die for my mistakes.
Well, thank
I'm
you.
sorry. This was my mistake, and this was my punishment. You had no business being dragged into it, and I apologize.
I never thought I'd say this, but I need a drink. Does anybody else need a drink?
Yes, please.
I could.
Yeah.
This. By the way, there's a. If you haven't noticed, of the giant glowing amulet that is now, I think, a part of me.
No, I see it, and
It hurts like there's no tomorrow. I am in constant pain right now.
just want to drink more.
Yes. I need copious amounts of alcohol to numb this kind of pain.
You have your abilities back.
I have absolutely no idea.
Volkar, as you
Use one
think
right
on
now.
it, you feel the connection feels like it's there. It's tiny, it's faint, but it's there.
I'm gonna try and when I close my eyes and when I try and reach for that connection, what does it feel like?
Gentle, sort of tingling, sort of just on the verge of painful. Just a little bit of electricity just through all of your body, just a little wave of it. Something's there. Feels different.
It's a start. And I close my eyes. I keep my eyes closed, and I say, and I try to push myself out into the ether, through this connection. Thank you for saving my friends. I will not waste this chance. Thank you for showing me the way.
And it sort of feels like in a spiritual sense, kind of like trying to talk through a wall of jello. Like it's kind of you think it's getting there. It's better than a solid wall or nothing like there was before. And it's hazy. Difficult. But there's still that little tiny spark. Kalis. Meanwhile, Zentha calls up for Goris, and actually, as this is happening, you see Gideon he actually hops down into the workshop. They're kind of looking around and trying to figure out, like, you can hear he's kind of calling up to some of the others. He actually also kind of looks over, and it looks like he's thinking about asking if you're all right, and kind of looks at you all and is like, okay, they'll they'll figure that out. And they're kind of talking. It sounds like, at least from what they're saying, it was just a lightning strike that hit the ship. And Zentha brings Tinny over with Kalis up into her chambers, and she just kind of throws a bunch of stuff off the beds, lays her down on it, kind of props her head up on the side. And you see Goris comes rushing down the stairs, stops for a moment, looks back at all of you, surveys the scene for a second, and then steps into her room. My lady, are you unharmed? Yes, Goris, I'm fine, but... And he looks down and sees Tinny, and he immediately kind of gets on one knee and kind of comes up next to the side of the bed. This can't be happening. It is, and... It seems my fears were right. She has it too, and that means that there are potentially 2 others on the ship who might also be at risk. And we need to deal with that, but first we need to get to Sandthrone. Do you understand me, Goris? We need to get there immediately, and I think we might have to stay there a bit longer than intended, because I am not going to let her die. And he closes his eyes, puts one hand over his chest, and nods. Yes, my lady. Would you like me back at the helm? And she just wraps her arms around him in a deep hug and just kind of sighs heavily, kind of half crying into his chest for a couple seconds. Kalis, you see his eyes kind of flick up and meet yours for a second, and there's this very familiar look of a hardened soldier, essentially, who very, very much loves someone that he probably shouldn't. And he pulls her close for a second. You see he visibly kind of chokes back tears, and then grabs her shoulders and kind of pulls her off. Kind of reapplies the stoicness to his face. We'll be there as soon as we can. And he stands up, heads back out of the room, and goes back up the stairs. And Zentha just kind of looks at you. Did she get struck? Is that what set this off?
I'll be honest, I don't exactly know what happened to her to begin with. It's very much a long story, unless you want to hear all about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to know.
After putting on some pants, can I go up towards Tinny? Tinny's room.
To her room?
Yeah, I mean, to the infirmary or wherever she is.
Up to Zentha's quarters. Yeah, it's they're not like really being quiet in there, and like Goris is a big fucking dude, so like.
No,
I
have something that I want to do.
Yeah, you can do that.
Whatever
I'm just saying, like Volkar would have pieced together, you know, that's going on.
Do we know what this is exactly?
No, we don't know. That's what we're trying to find out. We're trying to cure it, but we don't know what it is.
Let's find out. And I put my hand over her, and with that spark, I cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay. It's interesting. It's again kind of like you're casting through molasses a little bit. At the start, you have to kind of concentrate and almost force it for a second, and then it's not a poison. It's not necessarily a disease, but sort of. And that's all you're gonna get from that. There's definitely something bad going on here.
Like,
Very
do I feel
serious.
this is an outside, like this is an attack, or this is a compulsion? This is something she's actively fighting something.
From within her, yes.
So this is, would I say that this is latent? Like this is like I'm thinking like cancer runs in some families and this like pops up every now and then, like.
Maybe it doesn't quite feel like a disease. Is the thing?
Does it feel
it's
magical
close.
in nature? Does it feel magical in nature?
Faintly.
Can I do a medical check
Maybe.
on?
I'll tell you right now, you have no fucking clue. And as you kind of stop and step back, Zentha looks up. Believe me, we've tried. Her whole family, and hundreds of others, all tieflings have this. And it all started a bit over a year ago, and that's when I found her, and I took her family in, and I've been trying to help them solve this ever since, and that's why we're doing this, because Tinny was fine, Tinny was okay. And I guess she's not.
You said you
And the good news
teleport.
is, I absolutely can. And yeah.
Can you do it from here?
I can, yeah, I can. I can get us there. I can get us there right now.
What do you guys say?
I'd say
I think I
if everyone else has gathered up here, I don't know if what the rest of you are all doing. This is
Yeah,
happening.
I would like to follow.
Cool.
We were just following Volkar around, I guess.
Just like what the
I know
fuck?
Volkar looks like he's like in himself for the first time since he lost his abilities. Like
Not
he
to mention,
feels.
he looks like Iron Man, so
Yeah,
And-
he
gotta
definitely
follow
looks
Tony
like,
Stark.
Volkar hasn't noticed, but he has a little faint bit of tattoo back across the back of his shoulders. It's a little bit. It's faint. Looks really old. Almost like it's been damaged by the sun, potentially. And Zentha kind
see.
of looks back at the rest of you.
It would give us a moment to gather our gear.
Yes, I need to.
We'll go now.
I need to speak to Goris. Thank you. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Oh my. And she reaches over and just kind of grasps Tinny's hand, kind of hard.
You're a mother worrying about her child. You are forgive. You're more than. You're only human.
She kind of smiles. Close enough. I'll go speak to Goris. 10 minutes. Anyone who's ready to go, we go. She stands up and makes her way out of the room and heads up above deck pretty quickly. Leaving an awkward and silent group.
We move in?
Can't
I'll kind of look
in
at
the
Volkar.
morning, as we're all kind of
Very worn out.
exhausted and worn. Yeah.
So, what just happened?
We're leaving in 10. You should probably get ready. As I push past whoever's in front of me and go to my room to get my stuff on.
Before that, I grab him by the arm. And I'll
Yes.
pull him in. And I'll just whisper in his, I'll just whisper under, like, my breath. He's like, what the fuck was that?
We've got a friend to save.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, you jumped out of the fucking plant, or out of the fucking, ash.
Let's call it a leap of faith.
That's funny.
And if it didn't work, I'll just
Then
blurt out.
then I'd be dead.
We'd all be dead.
No, I would be
Right.
dead. You
No, but
are more than powerful enough
I
to.
jumped after you. What happened?
Oh, right. You jumped after me. I slap him. It was
I
my
don't
life.
think that's. I don't think that's.
And then I
warranted for
hug
someone
him.
who tried
Then
to fuck.
I slap him and then I hug him. You're a good friend.
I'll take the hug. I try what I can.
Derek, a loud
Yes.
voice starts coming from your pocket.
Ugh.
Hey, buddy! Sorry, I know it's late, just checking in. Things are going a bit crazy. Let me know you're okay, I guess.
Oh, talk about shitty timing. Have fun with that, Derek, and I'm gonna go to my room and get my gear.
As it rings.
Oh boy.
I'm also leaving with the brain cell.
So we're back at neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back at
Yeah.
0.
Balance in all things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one spell slot left.
Okay, so it
Nice.
sounds like everyone's gonna go prepare. Derek, if you want to respond, if you want to wait a bit and think on that, you can certainly. That's your call.
Where were you during that whole scrap? I'm talking to Milo as we're out in the hallway walking towards our rooms.
Just yeah. As I walked a little bit faster away from him.
Alright.
You notice that when Volkar comes out of his room, he has cut his braid, so it's just the like the mohawk kind of deal. and he is looking. He's looked tired this entire time, but he looks like he's got like a pep in his step, a kind of that obviously nobody else has seems to have.
Very Metallica.
Yeah, he looks very Metallica.
Oh man.
He's
He has
got
the leather
gloves.
armbands.
Yeah.
Fingerless gloves.
Yeah, fingerless gloves.
Every now and then, like you see him like playing with his hands, and like a sparkle, like a little like zzz of lightning will go through. It's like he's testing himself again.
Any other specifics in the next few minutes?
Before going and gearing up, I did want to just check on Tinny and just do a quick magic awareness just to see if that has anything pop up.
Similar with Volkar, there's like a faint little bit of magic about it, but whatever it is itself doesn't necessarily seem to be magic. And it's so faint that you can't place what it might even be. It's just very, very lightly peppered in there.
I think for some reason that she doesn't know, she feels the tiniest bit of guilt. And then she's gonna go pack up.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay. I'm gonna respond to the sending. I'm doing fine. Just traveling right now. I haven't heard from my family in a while. Any news on them? And that's it.
Okay. I was trying to type, but my keyboard was turned off, so I haven't heard from my family in a while. Essentially, how are they doing? Cool. That'll work. No,
And I'll go get my stuff and hopefully get my stuff.
Okay, you can definitely get your stuff. I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Good, because I rolled a 1.
And good. Zentha comes back down a few minutes later. Also, I just want to say we won't be too much longer in this. I know it's kind of late. For you guys on the East Coast, haha, not me anymore. Zentha comes back down, and she looks pretty frazzled. And as she comes back down the stairs, she calls out, 2 minutes, we're going. I know it's late. We can sleep when we get there. Or you can sleep when we get there. I'm not going to sleep for a little while, but we need to get there immediately. So, meet me in my room in 2 minutes. She heads in there, and you all finish up your things. And as you enter, you just kind of crouch down next to Tinny, holding her hand, and she goes, right, circle, hands.
In the
And
circle.
you all make a little circle in her room. Hold hands, elementary school style. It's great. And you see she closes her eyes, and this like white aura just starts almost blinding, just kind of coming off of her. Very, very strong. Those who are inclined to the arcane at all, even though this is just teleportation, you're like, oh shit. Like, damn.
Some power.
There's something going on here. And it only takes about a second and a half. And just, you all feel just the weird gut-wrenching, falling, moving just for a second. And suddenly, you're all on solid ground. And it's hot. Much hotter. Even though it's nighttime, or very early in the morning. And there's sand beneath you. You look around and you see these weird, tall, almost Dr. Seuss-y looking trees with these strange, multiple poofy clusters of like fronds and large fruit at the top of them just around. There are these large, kind of liquid-looking, almost coconut-like fruits. There's some on the ground, there's some up in the trees as well. The buildings are all quite small from what you can see. It almost looks like they descend into the ground. They're all made of clay and just whatever natural elements can be made, can be used to make, to construct around here. And there are little tiny ponds and little bits of water kind of scattered around, and at the moment it's quite quiet here. There's a few little tiny arcane lights and some torches around, and they're kind of illuminating these vibrant, that look almost like hand or finger painted, just arrays of artwork across the buildings, and there's some like hides being tanned around, and like pottery stations. You can see what looks like a small smithy is kind of half in the ground, half exposed. Quilly, you land, you feel the sand beneath you, you actually kind of collapse, your hands catching you in the sand, and as you pick them up, you're sweaty, you're shaking, and sand kind of clings to them, and you feel dizzy and faint. And everyone else, get the fuck out of here again.
God damn it.
God damn it.
There's been a lot of emotions and nerves and things going on, and your fresh rage and adrenaline still almost coursing through you. Probably concern for all of your friends and yourself. Feeling powerless in whatever that was. Feeling the ship buck and jolt as if it was going to remove itself from flight once more. The storm all around you. And now as you bring your hands up and you look, sand is very, very familiar. And suddenly, it's sort of like you're remembering, but sort of like you're experiencing it for the first time. The sun scorching overhead. But you're nicely situated in the shade. Sitting on the steps. Look back, you see this nice, large stone building. Stretches out as far as you can see. You hear dozens of voices from inside and around as people, the scholarly types, make their way about. And you realize you're not sitting, you're standing. You're just closer to the ground. Because you're a child. And you just kind of stand there for a minute, enjoying the shade, the heat, not too hot. Close your eyes, hum to yourself a little bit, your head sways. Curly hair kind of bouncing. Feel a firm hand on your shoulder, comforting. You smile, you reach up, you grab it. It's your father. And the two of you begin to walk. And he begins talking, telling you about what he was teaching that day. About how two of the new students don't seem to be getting along with some of the others very well, and he had to make a little bit of an example out of them by pulling some pretty harmless pranks on them and kind of embarrassing them to get their shit together, you know, start of the new year sort of things. And it's like you're absorbing what he's saying, but you can't hold on to the voice. And as you look up, the sun is just always in the wrong spots. You see his silhouette. Tall, powerful looking man. Can't really make out any details. The two of you walk, kind of lose the time. Eventually he stops talking. You just enjoy the day. You stop at a cliffside. You look down and you see below you maybe 4,000 or 5,000 feet. You don't feel scared. You love it. You run right up to the edge. You kind of pull him closer. You sit down. He sits as well, kind of sighing and groaning a little bit as he does. You swing your little legs over the edge. Two of you sit, drink, you eat some fruit. You look out and you just think, this is the best. And this place is amazing. And life is beautiful. And I'm here with my father. And you kind of snuggle up into his side. He puts his arm around you. And after a few more minutes of losing the time again, he takes his arm off from around you, kind of stands up, says that it's time to go home. You have homework to do, studies, things to practice. Press your hands down, you stand back up. Feel the grit. Look down and you begin to rub them together and shake off the sand. And as you do, you're back on your hands and knees in the sand, in the dark, trembling. And I'll go get everyone else, and you'll decide the rest of how Quilly responds to this. Alright, lunch break's over.
Lunch
So,
break.
okay.
So great, because every time I hop to the secret voice, the secret chat, the listeners just get like a quarter second of whatever the hell someone's actively saying, so it's got some good clips. Nothing that time. What does everyone see as they're kind of just taking in the surroundings for a few seconds and look over? Anyone who looks at Quilly, what do they see?
She's breathing heavily. Just sort of eyes darting back and forth. Said it's dark where she is? Or
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's very dark.
Okay. I think she's gonna yell out, I can't see. She's just hyperventilating at this point. And she's just on her hands and knees. She's looking at her hands. And she's gonna say, where did he go? That's it.
Where did who go?
He was my dad. My father. I think I remembered something. Where I lived before.
Breathe.
I don't understand. It was a place like this, kind of hot and sand. It was all very fuzzy, but I don't know.
Do you know his name?
Would I recall his name? No.
But you remember the face of your father.
It was more like a silhouette, but it was there. He was. I was happy. I was comfortable. It was. I knew it had to be him.
Glad you're reclaiming some of your memories, even if still
I
kind
don't
of a
know.
jumble, but it's a step in the right direction.
That storm. It fucked me up. It was a.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's coming out of this airship ride
Yeah.
for the better. Maybe
I
Volkar.
think,
I'm still very, very, very confused.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I think we should find a place to rest, get our bearings, and then we head into the. Then we've got to find something to help Tinny.
Yeah. Of course.
And as you say that, Zentha kind of crouches down next to you, Quilly. Kind of helps pick you back up to your feet.
Thanks.
Kind of dust your hands off. We can unpack this later, okay? But kind of looks over at Tinny, who she's like still like kind of like half supporting on her shoulder. Follow me. Someone help me with her, please.
Yeah.
I'll help. I'm a big guy.
You know this cure is out here.
I don't, but I know someone who's very, very, very good at a lot of things like this. We need to go see him immediately.
Lead the way.
And with that, end tonight's events. We'll pick up there next week at level 5.
Oh shit!
Oh, you were just
Josh.
talking about that in the secret.
We'll have a talk, Josh. And anyone else has any questions or anything, per usual, let me know beforehand. If you're not level 5 when the session starts, then you're a late bloomer. That's how that goes.
Right.
And yeah, thank you
Roll hit
everyone for
points.
joining us.
Roll your hit points.
Oh yeah, fuck it. Roll hit points right now.
Yeah, roll hit
Roll,
points. I don't even
roll your hit die.
D10. D10.
D10.
Oh,
D10.
which one's a D10?
D10.
This one's a D10.
And our brain cells forgotten everything.
That's not.
So I haven't even played in a month and a half.
I think I get it.
You got.
You got max hit points, my guy.
You got max.
Yeah.
I got 8.
I got
That's not bad.
7.
Ooh.
Let me just bring up my
Take
D8, and
A 2.
that's a 6.
Got 1.
Oh well, reroll ones. Yeah, one time, and if it's another 1, then it's a 2. That's how I call that.
6.
Damn. And Mikey, I believe Rogue's a D6? 8? I'm stupid.
minus 1.
Remind me.
You better up that constitution.
Yeah. 1d8. Okay, so yeah, roll 1d8.
Get one more spell.
Oh, I got second level spells. Oh yes.
I got
Oh,
third
dude.
level, baby.
All right, actually, hang on. I'm gonna call an executive order here, because poor Milo. Okay, we've seen. And anyone who wants to fight me on this, don't, because you're a horrible person. Mikey, we're gonna bless you the maximum value you can get, which is a 7. So at 7. Oh, at 7, you're
even
26. I'll bless you with that one. Because I don't want Milo to die, you know. It's just anytime he gets hit, he fucking dies. It's like I can't threaten anyone else without killing Milo.
It's so
instantly.
funny though.
But
I'm gonna be honest.
It's
With the
so
amount of
funny.
with the amount of hits he's gotten and the amount he's been taken down, I'm not surprised if this guy's gonna end up just like having the tough feat out of nowhere. Just gonna be like, here, just take it.
Bunch of health.
Just
yeah,
take
yeah.
it.
Yeah. But anyway, there's some good rolls overall.
Oh yeah.
So
34
cool.
hit
Thank you,
points.
everyone, for joining and watching. You thought after episode 9 that we were gonna light the mood, and go fuck yourself. never here, not in my game. Anyway, thank you again. Like, subscribe, all that, blah blah blah. We will be back next week, and I still need a catchphrase. Well, okay, I'll get a catchphrase when you guys get a fucking team name. How about that? This is on you. So,
We're working on it.
anyway, we will see you next week.